relief from seasonal allergies and sinus congestion. Medications treat the symptoms, but Navage treats the problem at the source, flushing out the allergens and pollen trapped in your nose. Navage also helps wash out airborne bacteria, dust, dirt, and viruses quickly and painlessly so you can get back to breathing clearly again. Say goodbye to sinus suffering and hello to better breathing with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Having trouble sleeping? On the podcast Nothing Much Happens, join yoga and meditation teacher Catherine Nicolai for peaceful bedtime stories to help you relax. Catherine weaves brain training techniques and storytelling to take your mind to a calm and comfy place.
Welcome to Bedtime Stories for Everyone, in which nothing much happens. You feel good, and then you fall asleep.
Listen to Nothing Much Happens on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Find high-quality healthcare in Florida at healthfinder.fl.gov. Effortlessly explore facilities based on quality measures like infection rates, surgical complications, and readmissions. Compare safety records for medical facilities like hospitals, nursing homes, and outpatient surgery centers with ease. Elevate your healthcare decisions with the transparency tool at healthfinder.fl.gov. Choose wisely, live healthy. Paid for by the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration.
The blockbuster event of the summer is here.
Outrunning a helicopter isn't exactly what I had in mind for my beach getaway.
But this isn't another full-throttle action movie. It's the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Wait, what?
Featuring the action-packed 2023 Nissan Rogue and Nissan Sentra, with sport modes that give the performance of a lifetime.
Stealing my spotlight.
And now comes the real star of the show.
Get 0% APR financing for 36 months on select road trims. Availability is limited, so shop your local Nissan store at nissanusa.com today.
Better hurry. These offers won't get a sequel.
For well-qualified buyers, 0% APR financing for 36 months on new 2023 Rogue, excluding S-Trim and dealer stock. Example, 36 months financing at $27.78 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to residency restrictions and NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 9/5/23.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Wednesday, August 23rd, 2023. Lots to get to today, from the worst teacher ever to the insane plan Netflix just hatched. And do subliminals actually work or what? Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
There you go. There's your microphone.
I forgot I have to hit my own buttons now.
You can also join us on the show. All you have to do is go to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record on your first dispatch today. You can watch us live on YouTube or twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Wednesday?
Yeah, getting there. Trying to figure it all out still.
C-Lane pulled this up about 5 seconds before the show started.
And then I could hear the show intro, and I'm like, but it's not in my ears. Oh, yeah, I've got to plug in headphones.
Seeley was making magic happen back there. I don't know how he did half the stuff he did, but the buttons got us going once again, and here we are.
And only in a matter of a couple minutes.
Yeah, it's a very, very fast turnaround. We got Fritz on the Street coming up later on today. That'll be fun, so make sure you're joining us for that. Also, we're going to get to a bunch of you throughout the show. We want you to step up your game on those dispatches. Again, you can record those over at thenewsjunkie.com. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to a teacher. She's in big trouble, friends. You know, there's a rule out there, it seems. We wouldn't know much about this because we don't do this kind of stuff. But apparently, you can't get drunk at work. It's like...
Why?
Some sort of rule that they have.
Like particular jobs, right?
Yeah, I mean, this one's a teacher, so
right.
I could see why you might have a little bit of a higher barrier to entry here on the whole not drinking thing. But she got in some trouble here. Let's see what happened to her from Inside Edition.
This has got to go down as one of the worst first days of school ever.
First day?
You're under arrest.
Yep.
Please don't do this. It's too late. No, please, please, please. I can't do this, please.
Third grade teacher Kimberly Coates was arrested after cops were notified of a teacher acting weird and may be intoxicated.
So I guess that the students noticed and ratted out the teacher for being a little bit wacky.
Snitches.
Unbelievable, these kids, right? The teacher's just his first day back. You got them first day jitters. Want to calm yourself down a little bit?
Do you think the students were like, my teacher is drunk? Like this is exactly what's happening.
I mean, she must have been blacked out, right? Because like a small, small buzz. It's first day, syllabus style. You could essentially get away with everything if your teacher is a bit tipsy, but she must have been effed up.
You would think that to be true, but wait until you hear her blood alcohol level, because they said she had a little cup of juice next to her.
Ooh.
It's a Jesus juice, and she was really acting weird.
The 53-year-old was called into a meeting with a police officer, the school district superintendent, and the principal.
Did you drink something while you were here at school?
Not while I was at school.
Not while I was at school.
When did you drink something?
In the parking lot.
Last night.
The teacher agreed to a
last night, she says. If she was drinking last night and she's still this hammered, oh boy, you were really, really sending it last night if that's the case. And over on Twitch, on Twitch, Obi-Wan Cannoli says chalk is heavy equipment. Yeah, you can't be drunk in the classroom. All right, you don't want to be drunk in front of the kids. And what's funny is they have like one of those little, oh God, what do you call those things? Those orbs you would buy at like Spencer's Gifts.
Oh, what are they called? Like
you put your hand on it and like all the little lasers connect to your hand.
I thought you meant like a drinking orb.
No, there's one in front of her.
Isn't it a Tesla coil or something? Isn't it one of those old things that like they would sell to you because it looks cool, and if you touch it, it looks like it's zapping your finger?
Yeah, it's like a science experiment. There's one in front of her, and she's just dead staring at it because she's so out of it right now.
Analyzer test.
Are you going to blow double zeros?
No.
I don't know. You should know. If you hadn't drank anything, you should blow zeros. Makes me think that you are not going to.
Now,
here we go.
Take a big deep breath.
First day of school.
Blow, 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 blow. Stop. Good job. You want to tell me the truth?
I drank last night.
You had anything to drink today?
Not since, so 3 a.m.
3 a.m. that you drank today. Not 3 a.m. We think that you've drank since you've been at school.
Okay, I drank on the way to work.
Oh, no! That's a big admission!
Gal.
Fine.
I mean, it's very clear on those numbers that you drank on the way to school.
Yeah, she was like, okay, fine, I drank on the way to work, but...
What's the BD?
And I think she blew like a 2.24. So, I mean, she's definitely been doing some drinking, and she's hammered here, but they've got more for her.
Then the superintendent goes to the teacher's classroom and returns with a plastic cup.
Okay, no more games, right? Yeah. Other than that.
My juice?
That's my juice.
Gonna try again? That there is wine.
That
That's
there
when
is
Kimberly
why.
Coates was placed under arrest by police in Perkins, Oklahoma.
Oh, day one of school, and you're getting arrested for
Movie
God's
day.
sake. Yeah, I don't know what you do after that. And then they're probably, the funny thing is she probably just got done stumbling through her like first entrance and introduction to the students. Like, I'm Mrs. Coates. I'm going to be your teacher. Unfortunately for her, like, none of this is going to stick because obviously you're fired for this. If you get arrested for being drunk at work as a teacher, I don't think you're coming back, right? I mean, that's got to be the end of it.
I would assume so. I'm curious what the union, teachers union does at that point.
I don't know. Do they fight for her?
I don't know. We all going on strike so teachers can drink at school?
Yeah, it's a tough job. Very, very difficult. A lot of stress that they put up with, a lot of things they got to deal with. So maybe, but she's in some trouble as of now. Not a great first day at school for that particular teacher. Well, it's going down. The GOP debate is tonight. The first Republican presidential debate is going down this afternoon. Do you guys have any interest whatsoever in watching any of this?
No. But I would, I'll watch the highlights tomorrow morning.
The clips?
Yeah.
The next day clips? I think I'm going to watch this one. I think I'm going to watch one so I can kind of get to know some of the people a little bit. And then from here on out, I'll probably just watch clips because they don't tend to be the most exciting affairs, these things. And Trump's not going to be there for the explosion. So
I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a hard convince if I try to go home tonight and go, let's watch this live.
Now,
put this on.
Is there any chance at all that Trump does a surprise visit? He
that
decides
would be amazing.
Last minute, he's like, grab me a podium, I'm in.
He shows up with the cuffs on just to put on more of a show.
Right, because tomorrow is the big day for him to turn himself in, right?
Yeah, tomorrow he has to turn himself in Georgia, but he says he's not going to be there. Everybody's looking at this Ramaswamy guy, and some of the other candidates like Mike Pence and Ron DeSantis. Yeah, all those folks are going to be up there on the stage.
Now, riddle me this. I saw a headline. I did not have time to click it, so I'll try to find it again. Was he at some point, this Ramaswamy, what's his name?
Ramaswamy?
Ramaswamy. Was he a rapper at some point?
No, he did some videos, though, where he was like hanging out with his wife, listening to T.I.'s Bring 'Em Out. Oh. He's got a video of himself playing tennis shirtless, just a little thirst trap action for him. And then I think he did a rap along to Eminem's Lose Yourself or some song
who
like
hasn't?
that. Yeah, I mean, we've all had those drunken karaoke moments, I would think. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com, kicking it over to you for a moment. And the Painful Shermanator emails. It says, "Hi, Sean. This email is out of love and respect, truly."
Here comes the lack of love and a lot of disrespect.
Yeah, that's when you know you're not going to get so much respect from this. This email is out of love and respect, truly. I've been a listener for about a year, and it's become abundantly clear that you are a snob. I don't know if it's a character you play or if this is your real personality, but when it comes across on the feed, it's that you are voluntarily sheltered and have unrealists of most of your listeners. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
I think we missed a couple of words there. Refusing to go to Walmart? Come on, man. The reason they're at the top of the Fortune 100 is everyone shops there. Pick up some pizza and iced tea while rubbing shoulders with the unwashed masses so you can actually experience America as it is, not what your sheltered filter is letting through. I'm going to stop you there, sir. It's not a good time to go to Walmart. I don't know why you're making this terrible argument. It's not snobbery.
You pissed some people off yesterday with that comment, man.
A bunch of weirdos. There's nothing wrong with saying Walmart is a strange place. Walmart, there's a thing called people of Walmart, for Christ's sakes. You know why they have that? Because along with the regulars and the average person, there's a bunch of weirdos that go out to Walmart.
It's a great meme.
They get into fights there. They do all kinds of weird stuff. They make meth in some of the, different areas of the store. There's all kinds of weird stuff.
It's called the meth section, Sean. Grow up.
Yeah. Well, the meth section is something that shouldn't exist in a place. I'm staying away from Walmart, man. Target is for the people, all right? I know there's other people that say they're for that, but Target is for the people. He says, have a little bit of syrup on your pancakes or some toppings at least. No. This minimalist, immature eating habit needs embellishing. I think he means needs to be stopped. Put some chopped bacon and maple syrup in a milkshake and let your mouth dance a happy dance. Sir, I'm dying already over here. Try Guys through the roof. Major problems. I gotta fix myself. And you want me to go from the regular pancakes plain with my hands to all this nonsense on top? I'm not gonna do it. I want to live. By all means, don't knock it till you try it yourself. I truly love the show. I'm so sorry that you've been split up because of corporate ego. They will come to their senses eventually. Warmest regards, the painful Shermanator. Well, thank you, Shermanator, for the email. Thank you for your comments. You're totally wrong about everything, but that is fine. Staley on YouTube says, Target sucks. What is with you people? I don't even know what to make of this anymore.
I mean, Target's pretty great.
Target's fantastic.
Target is where a lot of my wife's money goes. So much. The Target that has the grocery store attached, even better, because they got stuff that you can't get at the other grocery stores. Yeah. It's always been a good time.
Yeah, it's like a Walmart took a bath.
Yeah, but you go into Target and your intention is to grab maybe some toilet paper and, I don't know, a head of lettuce. And you walk out with $400 worth of things you don't need.
That definitely happens. It's like Costco like that.
Yeah.
You end up taking too much away with you after you leave the place. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to hear from you. Your dispatches are piling up already. Also, we've got more emails to get through because somebody's got some real strong opinions about things. And what is happening in Italy right now? Wait until you hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Watch out for heavy delays due to an accident on the Greenway heading northbound at Moss Park Road. Anderson Street is closed due to police activity heading westbound between Westmoreland Drive and Paramore Avenue. The off-ramp has a roadblock from Florida's Turnpike southbound to US 192. Expect delays. And 2 left lanes are blocked due to an accident on I-4 eastbound before Osceola Parkway. See traffic troubles. Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. It's Sizzly time at Wawa. And you know what that means? All your favorite Sizzlies are just 2 for $5. Like their new Pancake Sizzly. Great mornings start at Wawa.
Fargo, the new virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, makes banking faster and easier. Like this.
Fargo, what's my checking account routing number?
And this.
Fargo, turn off my debit card.
And this.
Fargo, what did I spend on groceries last month?
And that's just the beginning. Do you, Fargo? You can in the Wells Fargo mobile app. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/getfargo.
Terms and conditions apply. Your mobile carrier's availability and message and data rates may apply. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Here comes pumpkin. And here comes you into a Dunkin', living your wildest pumpkin spice dreams, because Dunkin's Pumpkin Spice Signature Latte is here. Rich espresso, flavors of pumpkin spice, and a whipped cream topper hit with caramel drizzle and cinnamon sugar is ready for sipping. Order the Pumpkin Spice Signature Latte today. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-334-2266. That's 800-334-2266. 800-334-2266.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Take control of your health and your wallet at healthfinder.fl.gov, your one-stop shop to compare medical facilities in your area. From copays to x-rays, asthma treatment, and ultrasounds, healthfinder.fl.gov gives you a straight answer on cost and lets you compare against providers. Choose wisely. Live healthy at healthfinder.fl.gov. Paid for by the Agency for Healthcare Administration.
If there's anything better than getting a few of your favorite things from McDonald's, it's getting a few of your favorite things from McDonald's for less in the McDonald's app. Delicious. Order in the McDonald's app today. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Use mobile order and pay on the McD app and get 30% off any purchase of $5 or more, like a steak, egg, and cheese bagel meal. At participating McDonald's, valid once a day through 12/31/23, excludes tax, must opt into rewards.
It's that time of year again where I tidy up my phone, but saying goodbye to the unused apps of life's past definitely worked up my appetite. That's why I couldn't possibly let go of the McDonald's app. With McDelivery, I can get a 40-piece chicken McNuggets and 2 large fries bundle delivered. And 50 cents goes to local Ronald McDonald House Charities chapters. With all the time I'm saving, maybe I'll tidy up the house next. Ooh, sounds to me like it's chicken McNuggets time. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. At participating McDonald's, delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery and other fees may apply.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
I had a radio listener call me after an accident. The insurance company offered him $700. He hired me that day and we recovered $100,000. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Potential clients may not obtain same or similar results. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations.
It's The Woody Show.
Rover's Morning Glory.
The Rod Ryan Show.
All of the once-in-a-lifetime events.
iHeartRadio Music Festival.
All of the best free curated playlists.
Everything that rocks.
All of the great podcasts for every interest.
This is Freddie Prinze Jr. from the Wrestling with Freddie podcast.
All of the mind-blowing contests.
$20,000.
Awesome. All of your favorite superstars.
We are 30 Seconds to Mars.
This is Alex from All Time Low. Download the iHeartRadio app today. Free has never sounded so good.
Florida residents get it for only $16.50 till the end of August at Gatorland.
Something here real quick. When you guys have a guest over your house, like you invite somebody over, they're going to come inside and they're going to hang out at your house for a little while.
Leave by 10.
What are the rules? Is leave by 10 a serious rule, C-Lane, or
no? It's not super serious, but we have posted it.
Yeah, so you posted it. What do you mean? You like put something up that said everybody leave by 10?
Yes.
Oh my God, wow. Jesus. How about you, Sabrina? Somebody comes over to your house. What are the rules that you kind of go by?
Like they're sleeping over, or
they're just going to be there for maybe 5-6 hours or something.
Oh, I don't really have many rules. I guess it's just kind of go with the flow. No graffiti.
All right, you're going to want that.
Please sign the guest book in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. And gosh, there's not much beyond that. Now, if they're staying over the night, it's usually in the back room area. Leave the door unlocked for them to use the bathroom, but just beware. After a certain amount of time, I will be probably sleeping on my couch or randomly walking through my kitchen at 3 a.m. and I'd rather
wait. If they stay the night at your house, you're saying they're staying in that room separated from your house?
Yeah, no, I typically set that up with an air mattress. There's a TV there. It's cold as ice. I leave them snacks, and they have a fridge outside with water or beer.
What about the other bedrooms in your house?
There's no other bedrooms in my house.
Oh,
There's a tiny couch that I need to get a new one very soon, and then there's my bed, and that's for me and me only.
Oh, okay.
Starfish style.
I didn't know the little outside area was the guest quarters, but, I guess
Casa
that
de
makes
Luna,
sense.
baby.
And when you have people over, neither one of you have mentioned that you have them take off their shoes.
Oh, yeah, no. I grew up in a household that was obsessed with keeping shoes on.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have it in my brain that it's okay to have your shoes on. If you'd like, you can have your shoes off, but this is a household in which you could do both. And when I Fritz, for example, he's big on walking around barefoot. And
Really? Sometimes
I look at
surprise
it
me.
and I get this childhood memory where I'm like, God, your feet are going to be so dirty. You
Yeah.
should put socks on, man. Here's some sandals.
I think that's how you grow up, because if you grow up in a house where it's like right at the front door, take your shoes off. No shoes make it past the front door. That's going to be ingrained in you. And you're going to be like that throughout the remainder of your life, probably. But that wasn't the case for me either. And I was never like, oh, everybody take your shoes off and start walking through the house with your socks or whatever. And if you put your shoes up on like any piece of furniture, somebody loses their minds. There's so many people who operate like that. You guys don't have that rule either, Sealand, right?
Oh, no, not at all. I always have my shoes off in the house, but if somebody comes over, it's up to you. You want to take your shoes off? I don't care.
There's someone I knew that had a basket of socks, that they purchased in bulk because they were a shoes off household, and they would give you a pair of socks that you could obviously take home with you, but you have to abide by the rule of no shoes whatsoever.
Right. I've had a family where when I was a kid, I went over their house. It was like that, except more, I don't know, embarrassing, I guess, because
I don't want my toes out. What if I haven't done my feet?
This house, when I would go over there and hang out with this kid, by the front door, they had a little basket, kind of like you're talking about. But the basket was full of those things that are like little booties that you put on your feet, like a construction worker might have or something.
Or like in a hospital?
Yes,
or
yeah,
paint?
those things. Yeah, you pull them over your feet, and it looks like a weird like surgical mask material. And then you walk around the house in those the whole time. It's just a nightmare, man. And it seems like that's just built into people.
You mean like those things that during COVID, when we went and did the show at Universal, they put them over all the microphones?
Yeah, right. Yeah, they that's protecting everybody, I'm sure, right? It's the solution to the problem. We've found it. They say 2/3 of Americans have told a guest to, quote, make themselves at home and regretted it later, is according to a survey of 2,000 people. And they said 72% have told the guest, go ahead, make yourself at home, which Courtney said yesterday. You always mention that to people. What does that actually mean? What do we mean when we say that to begin with?
They start opening your fridge, going through your clothes.
Drinking out of the milk, right out of the container. What do you mean when you say that to people? Some of the reasons respondents have regretted allowing people to make themselves at home include guests expecting more meals than planned, overstaying their welcome, or making a mess. And they just go into everybody's behaviors here with people who, have different requirements for guests in their house. And it appears like we have a lot of bad experiences with that. So things go haywire. If you've had a bad guest experience, let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. Meanwhile, over in Italy, our Italian friends are fighting an invasion. So a little rough over there. They have an invasion of predatory blue crabs that is underway right now in Italy.
Italy has crabs?
Yep, they have lots and lots of crabs. They said fishermen, lobbying groups, and environmentalists have sounded the alarm about the risks from a summer surge in the population of the fast reproducing invasive species. The crabs are devouring stocks of eels, clams, mussels, and wreaking havoc on fishing nets. And they say, how do we get back at them? We got to eat them all.
Oh.
And so they're trying to get all the Italians to get out there and eat all the crabs that are showing up, all these blue crabs that have arrived on the shore.
Is this not an opportunity for them to export crabs, make
Really?
a whole industry out of it. I went last night to town on some snow crab legs. I mean, 3 clusters, couldn't even walk out, and it was the greatest. I love crab so much. Now, when it comes to the blue crab, I believe that's the one where they cook it whole, and that one I cannot get around. It makes you feel sad.
Is the blue crab not as good, not as tasty as the other crabs?
It's good, but it's the way that it's prepared often, where it's like, your snow crab leg, it comes in the cluster and you break it open.
Right.
This one, it's like they give you the whole thing.
Oh,
so you
yeah.
have to.
You can see its face.
Yeah, you can see its face, and it's very like, there's a lot to it, and for some reason, if you have the whole body there, it makes me just uncomfortable, and I can't eat it.
Yeah, they have to eat them all, though. They're telling all these Italians, and the Italian government is releasing recipes for stuff that you could cook. What? If you just go outside, wander outside with some tongs and grab a blue crab, and then go back inside your house, and then bippity boppity, make yourself up some sort of little lunch with these blue crabs. They want them to eat every single one of them. Those plans usually don't work well. We tried to do that here in the United States with things like Asian carp or lionfish, or whatever the next invasive species is.
I saw our mutual friend Christine preparing a lionfish, and it was, because that's the one that has all the spikes around it.
It's got those spiny things that go out.
But as a chef, watching her do that, it doesn't look like a fish after you take the spikes off. It looks just like a giant, scary glob monster.
It's just a glob of meat.
Yeah, it's like, oh, boy, I'll try it. In between 2 pieces of bread, please.
All right, let's go over to you. Let's see what's happening with your dispatches. You're joining us on the show today, and we thank you for doing that. Here is AJ Soup talking about Walmart.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
So I just wanted to dispatch in to say I shop at Walmart all the time. I shop at Walmart to get my groceries. I go there to get craft supplies, car supplies, everything. I shop at Walmart all the time. And that being said, I just want to say that Sean is absolutely right.
Thank you.
It is a giant S-hole, and I don't think anybody should be criticizing his opinion of Walmart. He's right. People of Walmart is definitely a thing. It does offer some grade A people watching, because you will see things at Walmart that you will not see in other places.
True.
So stop criticizing Sean for his opinions of Walmart. He's absolutely right.
Right on the nose with this one.
Congratulations,
I am right on the nose. And I challenge you this. I issue this challenge to all of you. If you can go into a Walmart and you could find a Walmart that doesn't have at least a couple of lights out, I'll give you some money. Because every Walmart you ever go into, there's 6, 7 lights out on the roof.
I thought they just kept a lot of them off.
Well, there's
You're
half
really
a dozen.
hating. When's the last time you went to Walmart, though? There are some great Walmarts around here.
Probably 2-3 years ago. I don't think they've stepped it up much since then.
It really depends on the town you go to. You know?
That's true.
If Walmart is the main attraction there, it could be crustier. If you go to a nicer Walmart supermarket, it's actually quite nice.
I'm saying some are better than others, but on average, the experience is dog water. It's not good. They got flickering lights.
When's the last time you tried dog water? Because that could be some good stuff.
I'm just telling you the truth here. It's not a good experience. And the people that go there are some really strange beasts.
And we love that you listen to the show. Thank you.
Look, I'm not talking about the regular people. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. When you go into Walmart, most of you are normal, but there's 1 or 2 of you that stand out, and it's like, oh, my God.
Are we to take from this that you give your dog inferior water?
Oh, you guys are really hung up on the dog water thing,
aren't you? You go right
from
from the faucet, don't you?
You never heard anybody say dog water? Like that's dog water? Like it's subpar? Like it's not good? Like it's less than it should be?
The water that I give my dog would be the same that I drink because I want Carl to be healthy.
Do you ever sit down and get on all fours and try a little of the water out of the bowl?
I'm not going into your kinky stuff right now.
Don't,
no, thank you.
because it's dog water. Once it goes into that bowl, it's dog water, and it's less than. You don't want to try that stuff out. Oh, good God. Let's go over to Hey There. Here's a dispatch.
Sean,
Yeah.
I'm with you on the whole Walmart thing.
Thank
I will
you.
avoid Walmart at all costs. It's a last resort if I have to go in there. I will drive past the Walmart to go to Target. There's just something like skeevy about Walmart. The shopping carts are crap. The lighting's weird. I don't know. It's just Walmart is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Sabrina?
Yeah?
I wish I would have learned from you to avoid living in an HOA community because, oh my God,
bless your soul.
HOAs suck ass.
Sending
And
prayers.
are like just very problematic right now. See, Lane? Congratulations on the baby.
Oh, there she goes. Congrats. Quick break. When we come back.
You don't want me to continue that baby noise?
No, you can go ahead. I'll sit back.
Not bad. Not bad. Any Foley artists?
That's
Let
right.
me know.
All of the good impressionists follow the impression with a self-compliment.
You have to.
And you're welcome, America.
There you go. I'm serving it up to you. When we come back, your dispatches. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. We have to talk about subliminals when we return. And if you've never heard of this, well, buckle up. You're in for a wild ride. And that is coming up next on The News Junkie.
Real Radio, this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Hot and humid today with forecast highs reaching the low mid-90s inland and a little bit closer to 90 degrees along our east coast. Rain chances are low at 20% or less. Most of the day will be spent under those sunny skies. Low rain chances continue through the end of the week, but eventually will be rising by late this weekend. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro.
This report is sponsored by Total Wine & More. With so many bottles to choose from, there's always something new to try at Total Wine & More. How about a great Prosecco for under $8 and a French Rosé for under $7? With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly. B21.
Having trouble sleeping? On the podcast Nothing Much Happens, join yoga and meditation teacher Catherine Nicolai for peaceful bedtime stories to help you relax. Catherine weaves brain training techniques and storytelling to take your mind to a calm and comfy place.
Welcome to Bedtime Stories for Everyone, in which nothing much happens. You feel good, and then you fall asleep.
Listen to Nothing Much Happens on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
When it's the hottest day of the summer. But it's the hottest day of the summer. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local convenience store today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Life is full of ifs. If you see potential in every day, if you push for that promotion, and even bigger ifs like if you say, I do. If you can cash flow like a pro and get paid up to 2 days early, if you can safeguard against surprises and supercharge your savings, the if in life becomes less iffy. Regions Life Banking makes it possible. If you're interested.
Let's talk about the if in life. Regions Bank, embrace the if in life.
Regions Bank, member FDIC.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Rizza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
The best time to get a great deal on a Ram truck is now, during the Ram Make This the Summer event.
Visit Ram.com or visit your local Ram dealer to find the perfect Ram truck for you. And now, current FCA owners get $8,980 in total values on the 2023 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. Total values include combined cash allowance and $2,980 Bighorn Level 2 package value. Current vehicle must be registered at least 30 days prior to purchase. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 9/5/23.
Slowed down, held back, inhibited. What you get out depends on what you put in. Rejuvenate your engine's performance with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline, because true performance knows no bounds. New and improved Shell V-Power Nitro Plus removes up to 100% of performance-robbing deposits to rejuvenate your engine's performance. Continuous use in gasoline direct injection engine fuel injectors.
Back to cool. Tons of stylish and innovative new Nissans are at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Buy now and make no payments for 6 months with interest from 0% APR financing. Get in to Sutherland Nissan Orlando. OrlandoNissan.com. Home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
This is for the men who never settle. The ones who believe only quitters end a game in a tie. The type of guys who choose the bar with the biggest TVs to overcompensate for theirs at home. This is the Lodge mentality. This is Twin Peaks.
Now open in Daytona.
Sunday, August 27th is Boxy Park's 3rd annual Reggae Day, with music starting at noon and reggae legends Inner Circle headlining the day. Tickets are $20 in advance or $25 at the door. Tickets are available now at Eventbrite.com.
Water is life. And Orange County government is on a mission to ensure the best water quality around with a fertilizer management ordinance. To keep harmful nutrient pollution out of our lakes, rivers, and springs, do 3 things. 1. Read the label. Avoid fertilizer that contains nitrogen or phosphorus. 2. Sweep it up. Keep grass clippings out of streets and storm drains. 3. Put it away. Delay applying fertilizer if heavy rain is forecasted. Learn more at ocfl.net/fertilize responsibly. See you on the water.
Here's what a Fence Outlet customer has to say about their experience.
After the hurricanes destroyed our old fence, we took the advice of our neighbor and called Fence Outlet. They were fast and professional, and we love our new fence.
Check them out at fenceoutlet.com.
Hey, it's Jesse Kelly. When a restaurant closes, my reaction is, that sucks. They had good steak. When regional banks close, or 3 of them close overnight, it freaks me out. This is why I have my own personal gold reserve. It's part of my personal protection plan. Call my friends at Oxford Gold Group. Call 833-404-GOLD. 833-404-GOLD. That's 833-404-GOLD.
It's Sizzly time at Wawa. And you know what that means? All your favorite Sizzlies are just 2 for $5. Like their new Pancake Sizzly. Great mornings start at Wawa.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival is coming back to T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas this September.
Superstar artists from every genre.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Buy tickets now at AXS.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassie's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Come on. Heart our stuff. At Real Radio 1041 on TikTok. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Appreciate you. You can join us on the show at the Dispatch. We're going to get to those in just a moment here. You can leave yours at thenewsjunkie.com. Don't worry about hanging out on the phones or any of that stuff.
I'm not answering them.
Yeah, they're just going to ring away. Just go to thenewsjunkie.com and send a dispatch. That's a better idea all the way around. You guys want to get hotter or what?
Yeah, let's go.
You want to get hotter? All right, we can make ourselves more beautiful instantly, according to what everybody seems to be doing on social media right now. Because a lot of these younger women, they're really dipping back into the hippie world. I swear to God. They're really.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
And they're not so much the younger generation of women right now. They're not so much into like just the horoscope side of things. it's more this world of manifesting things for yourself.
Oh, I'm about it. I've definitely, by accident, manifested bad things. So I think that the powers that be could allow you to eventually manifest good things. Am I a hippie chick?
Yes, if you believe that.
With the sweater, too. Come on.
I do like that sweater.
Thank you.
I heard this woman the other day, and she was like, I manifested being like a TikTok influencer or whatever. And you look at it and you go, okay, you're like really attractive, obviously. You know how to make content. You know how to target your audience. You have all of these things together, and you attribute your success to your manifestation of this thing as opposed to the work that you're putting into it.
Yeah, but would you consider it work if it's the same video over and over again? Like, there's some profiles where it pops up on my For You page, and then you go and click on it, and it turns out they've used the same clip over and over and over and over and over again. So, yeah, eventually the algorithm manifests you into a popular account.
What I'm saying is you can't manifest anything. You can only work to try to get things done. I didn't manifest this radio show. Is you put the time in, you put the work in. We all try to make the best show we can, try to make it more successful.
I manifested it. Yeah, I definitely just thought really hard about it, and then here it is.
All right. Well, we got 1 out of 3 manifestors.
I don't think I manifested it. I think that my talent helped me get here, but my story was also one of which I think the universe, right time, right placed me.
Yes.
I mean, the big boss came into my restaurant and dropped her necklace, which I think kind of started to snowball everything else. And then you heard me say iguana once during my internship.
Not even me. Not even me. I didn't even hear it. The person I was with at the time heard it, and then I was like, okay, that's funny. I heard a secondhand joke. but the manifesting is not a thing. And we'll get into the subliminal thing in a second. And I remember a conversation that I got into. Oh, I've never had somebody more mad at me than this woman. I was like 22 or 23, and we were at this party. And also at the party was the operations manager, Dave Denver, who used to run iHeartRadio in West Palm Beach, Florida. Okay. He's there. A bunch of other people from the radio station are there. I was just getting started out working for iHeartRadio way back then. This was the first time I worked for the company. So we go to this pool party, and everybody's drinking and stuff. And this woman won't shut the F up about The Secret. At that time, the book The Secret was this big thing. And she was like,
yeah.
oh. She's like, it works. And The Secret is everything. You just really, you kind of manifest it into existence. And I was like, yeah, that stuff doesn't work. I was like, you have to do things. You have to try things. You have to hope for some luck. And you have to hope you have the skills to do something. And she goes, you don't believe in The Secret?
Wow.
And I said, no. And I've never had somebody more mad at me in my life. And I go, why do you need me to believe in The Secret? Do you believe in The Secret? And she says, yes, I do. Of course I do. I'm not a fool. And I said, good. So you believe, well, why do you need me to believe in it as well? I happen to think it's stupid. I happen to think it's all made up and silly. But you like it. You think it's real. That's just like religion, isn't it? Go for it, man. You do you. This woman was so mad about this stuff and could not get over it. But try to manifest if you can. If you can pull it off, email me and then tell me how to do it. Because if it's a trick that works, I want to do it myself.
You'll never believe it. I think it's just going to be, it's ingrained that you're not going to be a part of any of that spiritual stuff.
Yes, I'm not spiritual. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in psychics. I think these people are all
Says
charlatans.
The guy who hires tarot card readers every year.
It's fun. I enjoy that. If you want to get psychics for entertainment, I am all for it. If you want to get psychics to desperately contact your dead mother and you're spending more money than you should be on it, not great.
What was that guy's name who did all those?
The guy who talked to the dead people.
Yeah, but he
crossing over with John Edwards.
Yeah, crossing
way
over.
Back when.
Stupid guy.
And I remember at the time, my girlfriend's mother was such a believer in John Edwards. She goes, "Can you believe it?" And I go, "Why?" And she's like, "He can talk to people's dead relatives. He's a medium. He can cross over between the two spectral planes and talk to dead people." And I go, "He can't talk to anybody who's dead. What are you talking about? These people are in the ground. There's worms crawling in their skin. For God's sake, you can't talk to them." I was a dark kid, I think.
Yeah, you all right? Need a hug?
I'm just try to be reasonable. And when people go off the rails, I go, what are you doing here? MFQ on YouTube says, it's a mentality thing. If you can believe it, then it can help make it a reality. That's all the manifestations are that people talk about. I think that there's people who genuinely believe that they can just almost wish something into being. All you can do is if somebody wants to put up, what do they call them? Is it a dream board? What's the thing that you put up and you put what you want to accomplish on it?
Like with goals?
Vision board.
Yeah. Vision board. If you want to put up a vision boards are great. I have no problem with it. You might think I would hate that because that's some sort of weird hippie stuff or new age, whatever. I love that because that's somebody saying, here's what I want to do. Here's what my vision is for my life. Here's what I'd like to achieve. And then usually on those boards, they put some things around it that is going to help them accomplish it. They don't put a vision board up on the wall and that's that. Right. I manifested it, so now it's just automatically going to happen. You never get anything without putting the work in. It just doesn't work that way. Alicia says, I'm with you, Sean. I can't agree with you on pancakes, but this I agree with you on. Lisa on YouTube says, I bet Sean has a vision board. It's just turned into a dartboard with I Heart Suits on it. And
come on.
Moved it over to that. Are you ready to get hotter?
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that's what we were doing. I thought we were going to manifest into being hotter.
No, this is what's going to do it for us. This is called the subliminal, which is beyond manifesting. And people are doing this all over the place. You see the one in front of me here. It says Extreme Beauty Subliminal works instantly.
Okay, this looks like a TV ad that plays at 3 o'clock in the morning.
It says become more attractive instantly. That's it. It's all we have to do is hit play on this, and we become hotter.
What if you have no room for something like that?
Oh, that was sad, Celine. Why'd you do that?
Shut up.
What if you don't have an hour and 11 minutes to watch this entire YouTube video?
The beautiful thing is it works instantly. So we can just get a little bit of this and become more attractive. And people believe in this. Let me see how many views this has. This has 62,000 views. There's some of them with millions, and there's a lot of them that you're supposed to go to sleep to. Like you put the subliminal on, and it just makes you hot as hell when you're sleeping.
If you want this to work, why didn't you pick one of the ones that has millions of views? Why'd you pick the 62K?
Because maybe they lose their magic after a while, you know? It becomes less powerful. We get the 62K, and it's still more potent, I think. Here it is.
This subliminal has been created to give you rapid results in attracting your desired physical appearance and make you even more beautiful as you already are.
Yeah, no.
You will not be able to hear the affirmations as we are going straight to the subconscious mind, which is able to hear the affirmations even if your conscious mind cannot pick up on them.
You know what's really weird? I'm picturing like some not so attractive teenage girl who's getting bullied at school, and then she's sitting in front of her desktop computer blaring this through the speakers in the hopes of just becoming a little more hot. I think that probably happens.
I mean, confidence can make someone more beautiful.
Oh, it can make you more attractive.
She said confidently.
Yeah.
I'm really thrown off by everything that this woman is saying.
Beautiful is implied in like the external, but attractiveness is implied in external and internal, and confidence 1,000%. If you asked a woman top 5 things you want in your partner, almost every one of them is going to have confidence in there.
Money.
Or humor or other things that add to the attractiveness.
Big old dong.
This is to make us more beautiful and attractive.
This will bring you rapid results as there will be no resistance as we are bypassing the conscious mind. And so the affirmations go straight to your subconscious mind.
All right.
For best results, listen to this audio anytime during the day for the next 30 days at least.
Oh, at least?
This will rapidly reprogram your mind to accept new beliefs that otherwise would seem impossible for you.
Obi-Wan Kenobi says
Let's
it's working.
Begin.
Sean is hotter now. Can you see it in my face? Do I look more beautiful?
No, lucky for us, we can't see your face right now.
Yeah, that's rude. All right, here it's setting in right now. You guys feel anything? Oh yeah, it's happening.
I don't feel like I have to go to the bathroom.
It's happening. All right, ready for the face reveal? Tell me if I look more beautiful. Celine, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Ah!
Is it better? You act like it got worse. It couldn't have possibly made things worse. What are you talking about?
Yeah, man, for sure.
There's a ton of people right now who are getting hotter.
You look great. You look great.
Yeah. You guys don't believe what you're saying
We
to me
also
right
only
now?
listened to 30 seconds of that.
Yeah, I'm not doing an hour and 11 minutes, for God's sake.
I think that if you listen for that long enough, like they want you to, like right before you go to bed, it waits like an appropriate amount of time for you to be asleep, and then it just like tries to brainwash you into stuff like vote for Mitt Romney, stuff
Aren't
like
you
that.
thirsty for a Pepsi Cola?
Alicia on YouTube says, holy crap, my boobs just grew 2 cup sizes. It works.
Pixar, it didn't happen.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are saying this worked out for them. So you're welcome, everybody, number one. And everybody
Watch
else.
me get flagged for that now by YouTube.
Oh, God. All right. They have power, they say, according to this article here. Let's go over to a couple of dispatches from you now hotter than you were before, people. Here is I'm a PC talking about manifesting.
Hey, Sean, just want to let you know I am manifesting that you choose me for Fritz on the Street today. Let's see if that manifestation happens.
It did. I'm going to do it. I'm a PC. I'm putting you down.
So you
for
do
Fritz
believe
on the
in
Street.
manifesting.
I'm going to let him manifest today. I'm going to let him be the only one. Everybody else, sorry. Here is a Synth Solution talking about Walmart.
Hey, junkies, happy Wednesday.
Yeah.
Sean, I don't know why
Thursday.
you're giving Walmart
Friday.
so much hate. Where else can you get an eye exam, nails done, your hair done, a proctology exam, get possessed by Satan and saved by Jesus all while grocery shopping? And if you go at the right time, it becomes a great Monty Python episode. I'm sorry, it's an adventure.
Where else, sir? 2 words. Flea market. Any good flea market has all of those things. And the
You're
flea
going to go
market.
get your eyes checked at the flea market, Sean?
Yeah, I used to. We used to go to the flea market for all kinds of stuff.
Also, my friend, if you've gotten a proctology exam at Walmart, you need to call some lawyers, maybe the law enforcement.
That was not legit. That was not above board.
That was not a
If you
real
got what
thing.
done there, you might want to check into that a little bit. One more. Here's Skippa Style talking about Walmart.
What up, junkies?
Hey.
I, too, am a frequent Walmart shopper. I live in Jacksonville, though, so we have, like, plenty of Walmarts. It sounds like y'all should probably just go to a different Walmart because they're not all the same. There's some Walmarts you got to go to, like, in the classy areas that are just classier Walmarts. Yesterday, for some reason, I seen a guy outside this one Walmart in the parking lot in a Phantom, in a Rolls Royce Phantom.
Really?
It was not the Walmart that a Phantom should be in, but he was there. So sometimes you just got to go to the right Walmart. If you go to a crappy Walmart, yeah, you're going to have a crappy experience around a bunch of crappy people.
You guys not understand talking in generalities. Of course, you're going to find some Walmarts that stand out as better. But on average, it's a weird place, and there are weird people in there. And somebody says a flea market is better than a Walmart, better than a Walmart, LOL. When you go to the flea market, you know what you're getting into. You're going down in the depths with the sewer dwelling people, basically.
Oh, my God. You couldn't find the words. You go with sewer dwelling people?
Well, the oblongs.
Jesus, man.
You're going to hang out with the oblongs at the flea market. You know this is the case, and you love it. You embrace it. You wear your flip-flops. You wear the shorts with a stain on them.
Your
You
butt
go
cracks
for it.
out.
Yes, you do all of these things. Why? Because it's an experience. Walmart's not an experience. Just terrible, and weird people hang out there. All right, when we come back, you're going to be joining us on the show.
Yeah, you
Go to
weirdos.
thenewsjunkie.com. You can hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we return, I have a question because when I saw this story, I go, what does that mean? And it's a scam that I don't want to get scammed by, so we're going to run it by everybody in just a moment. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio. 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Travel with caution. Authorities are clearing up an accident on I-4 heading eastbound at Osceola Parkway. 2 left lanes are blocked. You can expect delays due to police activity closing Anderson Street heading eastbound between Westmoreland Drive and Paramore Avenue. Expect delays. The left lane is blocked due to an accident on Lake Mary Boulevard heading eastbound before Country Club Road. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Score big on sleep and savings during Mattress Firm's best sale of the year. Save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable beds and get a $300 instant gift, good towards pillows and more.
That's right. It's a real mess out there, Kate. We're seeing heavy congestion on the eastbound lanes of the main expressway with traffic backed up for miles.
What do traffic and debt have in common? You don't want to be in either for too long. Move into the fast lane with Fairwinds Credit Union. We'll help you set goals, save more, and be your guide to achieving financial freedom together. Visit fairwinds.org/together and become a member today. Fairwinds. Financial freedom happens here. Federally insured by NCUA.
Looking for reliable and affordable coverage for your home systems and appliances? Choose Choice Home Warranty. With over 25,000 contractors, 24/7 support, and 5-star ratings, awarded Best Home Warranty Company and Best Claim Service by U.S. News 360 Reviews, trust them to protect your home from breakdowns for less than a cup of coffee a day. Get a free quote right now. Just dial pound 250 and say Home Warranty. Limitations apply. Visit choicehomewarranty.com for details. Call now. Pound 250, keyword Home Warranty.
There are 16 spots in the playoffs and just one track left. Well, not just any track.
We're basically going to have to win.
Daytona. A last chance to keep playoff hopes alive.
1 point to the good.
And for fans to experience an event unlike any other. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 25th and 26th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
To everyone who believes family is what mealtime is all about, let our guest Emmy share what she loves about Culver's.
From the moment my family walked in, we knew Culver's was the place for us. Being greeted by someone who's truly happy to see you, you don't find that everywhere. There's just something nice about a cooked-to-order butter burger and creamy, fresh frozen custard that tastes like it was made just for you. But time with family, now that's what's really special.
Stop in and experience what mealtime means at Culver's. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious. To everyone who needs a little delight in their day, let our team member Paul tell you about one of our favorite sweet treats.
Ending mealtime with a special treat is a tradition in Wisconsin. And what better way to sweeten your day than a blue spoonful of a Culver's concrete mixer? We handcraft our thick and creamy fresh frozen custard with any mix-in you crave, from the indulgence of Snickers to the richness of pure Dove chocolate.
Come to Culver's and let us make your day a little bit sweeter. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
You can experience firsthand the real benefits of battery-powered outdoor landscaping equipment by Steel at your local Tools Ace Hardware. And remember, Steel products are only sold through servicing dealers like Tools Ace Hardware, which means you can't find Steel equipment at the big box stores. Steel battery-powered equipment has long run times and the ability to switch easily between multiple tools like edgers, trimmers, and blowers. Stop by one of Tools Ace Hardware's 10 Steel locations with service and repair centers right inside their stores. It's no secret Steel outdoor power equipment is synonymous with quality and reliability. And now you can get that same great quality and reliability from Steel's brand new outdoor battery powered tools and equipment. With 12 locations all throughout Central Florida, chances are there's a Tools near you. Find your Tools Ace Hardware and shop online for your brand new Steel battery-powered outdoor tools and equipment at acehardware.com. It's Tools Ace Hardware, your local helpful place.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Radio.
Second, because I don't understand what this scam is, and I definitely don't want to get scammed. So some advice would help. We also have Fritz on the street, and that's coming up in just a bit, excuse me. But let's get into this. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com, an email flying into us, and this is from Tracy. And Tracy says, the News Junkie crew, as a guy with a dozen years in broadcast news radio, satellite, terrestrial, and otherwise, I have been listening, and I have been hearing you making the same mistakes I'd made, and I'm literally only writing to help try to make you become a bigger success, Tracy says.
All right.
Tracy has some unsolicited advice for us.
Has she emailed us in the past, or is this
he? Yeah, it's a dude. This is a dude.
I'm sorry for misgendering you, but has Tracy emailed us in the past?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
I think this is the first email. It continues. Why has podcasting become so big?
Okay.
It's because
Tracy hasn't worked in radio in a while.
Broad/podcasters have dropped the radio voice and the slickness of a produced show, and they just talk about what interests them. Yes, do show prep, but don't treat the show as a performance. You're sharing something you think is interesting. That is enough to get interest. So I've heard from a lot of people who gets bounced out of the broadcasting world, and they try to give advice to people, and they start listening to podcasts, and they're like, this is genius. This is it. This is how we have to do this. Broadcasting and podcasting, they're the same thing. iHeartRadio actually tried this. No, they're not. Not in any way, shape, or form. And I'll explain the differences in just a second here. But there was, iHeart opened up 2 different radio stations. I forgot where they were, but they started 2 radio stations where they said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to reinvent the wheel. We're going to put podcasts on the radio all day long. It's Podcast Radio Network, and we're just going to play podcasts on the radio. And it was a massive failure. It did not work out. Those radio stations don't exist anymore. You know why? Because people have very different expectations from what they want in a podcast versus what they want in a radio show. People who tune into a radio show are tuning in at random times, whereas everybody listening to a podcast starts at the same location, the beginning. They are very, very different things, and people expect very, very different things out of them. And the idea of doing a radio show that sounds more like a podcast will lead to a texting service full of people sending Z's and saying they're falling asleep and saying this is incredibly boring and blah, 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 blah. He says, you have all the talent, skills, and interesting personalities you need, but you're hiding behind the, quote, slickness, unquote. I mean, we are slick.
Love slick.
We are slick. There's no doubt about that. Tips, which you haven't requested, but I'll give. Tracy continues. Allow for some pauses while you think about the next thing you'll say.
I hate it.
No,
it's natural.
No,
it's natural. It says it's natural.
All right, I thought about it, and I don't think that's going to work for us.
People smell BS. They also smell a real conversation. They prefer the latter. Not everything has to be gut-punching laughs or explosive observations or gripping news. This guy's into boring, man. Sometimes just talk about Tic Tacs or whatever. What are you doing, man? Sometimes it's okay to make an observation or ask a question. Be comfortable with it. Drop the line between you, this super cool radio personality, and your audience. You're no more valid or interesting or smarter. If you think you are, you're wrong. Listeners know it. Shared humanity and human observations are super interesting and are the heart of podcast success. This guy's really stumbled on podcasts and found them to be very interesting to him. Terrestrial radio will die if it doesn't figure this out. End of rant. Hope you guys have continued success. FYI, I listen to you on 97.1 The Freak in Dallas, Texas. Tracy. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you, Tracy. Please send over your reel. I'm very curious.
Yeah, those are terrible ideas.
Be nice to Tracy.
I'm not being mean. I'm curious to see what type of radio that he is into. If we paused to think about things, then our system here would start classic rock. We are, between the three of us, the Gilmore Girls of radio, in which it's quick, it's fast, because the attention spans of humans are a lot shorter than they used to be, Tracy.
Yeah, Hey, have you guys noticed that there seems to be less of an interest in people playing billiards these days?
It's
just an observation. I wanted to just throw off an observation so you guys could tackle that.
Question for you, Sean.
I
have to do this in a deeper voice, of course. When did they stop calling billiards pool?
It's very strange. It's interesting that you said that. But should we bring up the Wikipedia and just very slowly read the whole thing?
www.
Guys are being so mean to Tracy right now. It's really uncool.
Would you just send your resume over to Tracy or something, C-Line?
No offense, but there's probably a reason why you don't work in radio anymore. It's probably because you sucked at it when you did it. All right? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Just an observation. All right? I'm sorry. Maybe you weren't interesting enough. We are doing very, very well over here. And while I appreciate your email and the content that we'll squeeze out of it over here, I think I'm going to keep going with the vision that we have instead of the Tracy vision. But send me a link to your podcast. I'll give it a listen. I'm sure it's great.
He doesn't have a podcast. He hates podcasts.
He said broadcasting's going to die if it doesn't learn from podcasting.
Got it.
That's what's going to work. Okay, let's go over to this because I need your help to avoid this scam. And this is happening in Boynton Beach, Florida, where a Boynton Beach woman called WPTV after she lost $50,000 to a check washing scheme. What is a check washing scheme? I have never heard of this before in my life. And I want to make sure that I don't get scammed by this.
Is it because it sounds like it could be similar to laundering money? Like
that's what it sounds like, right?
Money, but I don't know how you would launder a check.
Yeah, have you heard of anybody saying check washing before though? That's new to me. I don't know if I've ever heard anybody saying this.
It reminds me of that scene in Catch Me If You Can, where he was taking out, he was washing them or dipping them in water, leaving them there long enough to make the fake checks.
Well, you know what? Maybe that's actually it. Who knows? It says, earlier this year, WPTV spoke with several business owners who were victims of check fraud. Their money was allegedly stolen from the mail and the checks were washed. I was just astonished that the bank never caught it. It was the same check number, but made out to different names, said Andre Wilicki, owner of Boca Car Wash.
That's what it says here. According to the Postal Inspection Service, check washing scams involve changing the payee names and often the dollar amounts on checks and fraudulently depositing them. Occasionally, they're stolen from mailboxes and washed in chemicals to remove the ink.
So it's literally like Sabrina was saying from Catch Me If You Can. People actually do that?
Points for me.
I have never heard of that before. I have never heard that they do this. So they would go by C-Lane's house and they would go to the mailbox and take all the mail that's in there out. And if somebody had written a personal check to you, then they would wash somehow the ink off of that check.
Fat chance of that happening, both incoming or outgoing. that we would just be sending checks in the mail.
Right. It seems like in a digital world that would be much harder to pull off. Go ahead and say that.
No, thank you. I'm a direct deposit kind of gal.
Everything's so digital with Venmo and all the Zells and all the Cash Apps. It seems like it would be hard to just find one of these things. They said the mother one was February 2nd. It was a check for $18,500, says Greg Cope, who operates a linen distribution company at Palm Beach Gardens. They were able to change the name to the amount that's on the check, and, it just became a really big hassle. And they said in 2022, there was 680,000 incidents of check washing or check fraud filed by banks, which was double what it was in 2021. So this is happening more often out there.
But if you were to receive a payment of $18,000, may I suggest that you don't do it via a mailed check?
Right. Or do it like something that's secured, like where they're going to mail it and get your signature and stuff. That seems a little weird, a little crazy for me. But this Diana on YouTube says, they got my company for $9,000 doing this. It's wild. I just did not know that people were doing this. And that was so common as it seems to be. So be careful with this whole check washing thing. If somebody's mailing you checks, make sure you're on top of it. You see the mail coming in, grab it as fast as you can. Sometimes we'll be leaving it in the mailbox for a couple of days or something. I got to stop doing that. Clearly, that's a bad idea.
So you got checks in the mail, huh?
No, there's no checks in my mail. All clear over here. No checks at all. We got the next episode coming up in just a bit. Plus, we also have Fritz on the Street. That is on the way a little bit later on
that
today.
That should go swimmingly.
It's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be as fair as possible.
I don't think it's going to be with him being right there in the studio with you, but all right.
There's no audio delay whatsoever. There's a little bit of video delay.
All right, ready? Sweet Caroline.
Caroline. Ba, ba, ba.
The test is that I say Sweet Caroline, you ba, ba, ba.
I just wanted to sing along with you. Is that so bad? Was I doing something so wrong?
Tracy, how do you think about this segment?
6 out of 10.
Listen, didn't I beat both of you at Today I Learned on Monday?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but today's going to be different. We'll see how this goes. Fritz on the Street, the next episode, and a whole lot more on the way. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
The monsters in the morning. A dog that poops fast. Don't poop for long. Weekday mornings on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
The left lane is blocked due to an accident on Lake Mary Boulevard heading eastbound before Country Club Road. Authorities are clearing up an accident on US 192 heading westbound between the Greenway and I-4. Traveling on I-4, you can expect delays due to an accident eastbound before Osceola Parkway. Traveling on Florida's Turnpike, you can expect your regular pockets of congestion. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Score big on sleep and savings during Mattress Firm's best sale of the year. Save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable beds and get a $300 instant gift, good towards pillows and more.
Mortgage brokers are better. Why, you ask? Well, they do all of their loans through national wholesale lenders. It's still going to be your standard FHA, VA, or conventional loan, but mortgage brokers have access to dozens of wholesale banks that are competing for your business. And wholesale banks only loan through mortgage brokers, like that mortgage guy, Don. And that mortgage guy, Don, is the best because he made the process of getting a quote or comparing the quote you already have super easy. Now, we all know the process of shopping for a mortgage can be complicated and confusing and so frustrating you don't want to do it. But it's none of those things when you work with that mortgage guy, Don. You get a better deal on any home loan when you work with a broker, but you also get the satisfaction of simplicity and honesty when you work with that mortgage guy, Don. You want to see a difference? Go to the website right now, thatmortgageguydon.com, and compare your quote today. Plain and simple. No spam, no hassle, just peace of mind.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Having trouble sleeping? On the podcast Nothing Much Happens, join yoga and meditation teacher Catherine Nicolai for peaceful bedtime stories to help you relax. Catherine weaves brain training techniques and storytelling to take your mind to a calm and comfy place.
Welcome
to bedtime stories for everyone, in which nothing much happens. You feel good, and then you fall asleep.
Listen to Nothing Much Happens on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Here's what Fence Outlet customers have to say about their experience.
The Fence Outlet team is knowledgeable and professional. They have fair prices and they take care of the permits. I'm very happy with my Fence Outlet fence.
Check them out for yourself at fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252 and C10803.
Attention homeowners. Get Choice Home Warranty's award-winning service for 25 major systems and appliances before a breakdown. Get a free quote right now. Just dial pound 250 and say home warranty. Limitations apply. Visit choicehomewarranty.com for details. Call now, pound 250, keyword home warranty.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
This month, everyone's heading back to school. But while you've been busy buying new notebooks, backpacks, and lunchboxes, I've been coming up with a plan to help you buy a ride that's just too cool for school. Hey, it's RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi, and I've got your key to looking fine in the car line. Right now, you could drive a nice new car for just $9 down. Don't sit in the car line with a car you hate. Ditch your old ride. You be proud to show off in the new 7-seater 2023 Outlander or the stylish Mirage. Cleanest gas car in America, 43 miles per gallon, start at $15,900. And hey, if you've gotten a low credit score from the School of Hard Knocks, don't worry. My credit specialist, great on a curve, with rates from 0%. And our used car supercenter has over 100 fresh trade-ins starting at $5,900. Visit me to finish your back-to-school shopping. And you could drive home in a nicer, newer car for just $9 down. Hurry, this deal's done when the school bell rings. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. See all my A-plus rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Offers require bank approval. See dealer for details.
To everyone who believes family is what mealtime is all about, let our guest Amy share what she loves about Culver's.
From the moment my family walked in, we knew Culver's was the place for us. Being greeted by someone who's truly happy to see you, you don't find that everywhere. There's just something nice about a cook-to-order Butterburger and creamy, fresh frozen custard that tastes like it was made just for you. But time with family, now that's what's really special.
Stop in and experience what mealtime means at Culver's. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious. To everyone who needs a little delight in their day, let our team member Paul tell you about one of our favorite sweet treats.
Ending mealtime with a special treat is a tradition in Wisconsin. And what better way to sweeten your day than a blue spoonful of a Culver's concrete mixer? We handcraft our thick and creamy fresh frozen custard with any mix-in you crave, from the indulgence of Snickers to the richness of pure Dove chocolate.
Come to Culver's and let us make your day a little bit sweeter. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
You can experience firsthand the real benefits of battery-powered outdoor landscaping equipment by Steel at your local Tools Ace Hardware. And remember, Steel products are only sold through servicing dealers like Tools Ace Hardware, which means you can't find Steel equipment at the big box stores. Steel battery-powered equipment has long run times and the ability to switch easily between multiple tools like edgers, trimmers, and blowers. Stop by one of Tools Ace Hardware's 10 Steel locations with service and repair centers right inside their stores. It's no secret Steel outdoor power equipment is synonymous with quality and reliability. And now you can get that same great quality and reliability from Steel's brand new outdoor battery powered tools and equipment. With 12 locations all throughout Central Florida, chances are there's a Tools near you. Find your Tools Ace Hardware and shop online for your brand new Steel battery-powered outdoor tools and equipment at acehardware.com. It's Tools Ace Hardware, your local helpful place.
Reggie was a nurse for 16 years.
I had become very burnt out. I wasn't making good money.
Then it happened.
There was an ad for My Computer Career, and it just spoke to me.
My Computer Career was the best decision he ever made.
I could study anywhere from my laptop, and I was working in the first couple weeks of me being in class.
Reggie hit a home run.
The field is teeming with jobs.
Become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
The school is amazing.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu. This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Hey, Disney fans. Here's your chance to join the voices of Princess Jasmine and Jafar from the classic Disney film Aladdin for a live discussion of their careers and help support Give Kids the World. It's an evening with Linda Larkin and Jonathan Freeman this Saturday, August 26th, as they celebrate 30 years of Aladdin. It'll be a one-of-a-kind discussion about their Disney careers at the Give Kids the World Village in Kissimmee. Get the details and 50% off access code at realradio.fm/events. Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Delicious in just a second. How long have you guys had Netflix? Like, have you had Netflix since the time when they would actually send you a DVD to your house?
It wasn't my account, but yes, my
Your
dad
parents had it?
was one of the first people to sign up for Netflix, and it was the one DVD, and then when they allowed 3 DVDs at a time, he would get 2, and then the 4 children had to decide what DVD we're all going to share.
Yeah, and they would have the queue where you could put the ones that you wanted next, and it was this whole service which was kind of innovative and was replacing the model that was for so long intact, the Blockbusters and Hollywood Videos of the world, where you would go into the place, you would inevitably walk and look at every single one of the movies before finally picking the one that you were going to rent. And then you have to Be Kind, Rewind, and all that stuff.
See, I always thought that was not the better option, because Blockbuster was for the I want it now crowd, and you weren't getting that out of Netflix. It was the whole queue thing. You were like, well, it's on my queue. I'll watch it later. I'll watch it when I get to it. And I was like, that sucks. I want stuff now. I signed up for Netflix as soon as me and my roommates had a TV, or maybe it was a DVD player that had Netflix access on it, and that we could do the streaming stuff.
Right. Yeah. How long has it been around for? Can somebody look that up? Because somebody on chat is saying, or Christina is saying, 15 years, maybe more, she's had this service from Netflix.
So according to according to QZ.com, April 14th, 1998.
Oh my God, really?
They started the direct-to-consumer DVD mail subscription.
Wow. Geez. All right. So before 2000, so they've been around for like 25 years doing this thing. And then they stopped with sending out all of the DVDs, and they went to the digital on-demand service that they have now, which obviously was a genius move on their part. But a lot of people don't know this. They're still shipping out DVDs. Like, people are still getting the DVDs, and they have that service, but they're about to wind it down. And they're going to do something interesting on the way out for these folks.
I feel like we've heard this before.
Yeah.
Like they're going to stop the DVD service? Like, we haven't had this before?
No, we talked about when they announced that they were going to stop it. But now what they're saying is they're scheduling the cutoff for September 29th. And if you're a Netflix subscriber right now, the last thing that you get from them, you don't have to return. Everybody gets to keep whatever it is. So Netflix is like, you're a subscriber. We appreciate you. Please enjoy your final shipments for as long as you like. And they just send you whatever you have on your queue, the next thing you want, and you get to keep it forever.
That's actually a genius move to get rid of inventory. Because
why do they want that?
But if say you're Netflix and you want to stop the DVD service, you can try and sell that off. You're not going to get a lot of money for it. You can have everybody return their last DVD. Then you have this stockpile that you have to pay somebody to get rid of. You have to pay giant dumpsters to take those to a landfill and put them all in there. This is the easiest way to not have to pay that fee. And then, the people that were your loyal subscribers for, decades are like, oh, that was nice. I get a free thing.
Yeah, I think it's smart because you're right. What are you going to do with all those? What do they have? Millions and millions of DVDs probably? What are they going to do? Put them all on eBay or something and ship them all out to these people? No way. They don't want to deal with that. So they're just telling everybody who's a Netflix subscriber that with the last DVDs they send out after all these years, you just keep that one and it's all yours forever and ever. You don't have to return it. Of course, now they do the on-demand thing and make a whole lot more money. And I hear it's been just absolutely massive for them that they shut down this password sharing. And even though Netflix, far as I'm aware, doesn't really have any content that's popping off right now, they've had a huge surge in new subscribers because all the people who are getting the free stuff, those folks had to create new accounts here. And so they've had just a big old bump in people who are paying for the service. Dick's Sporting Goods is not doing very well right now. They reported a profit drop, and it's the first time they've missed on Wall Street with their expectations in a very long time. And when asked why they had a profit drop and they had 23% in profits that fell short of what they were looking for, and also slashed their earnings guidance, they said most of this was because of an uptick in retail theft. So people going into these Dick's Sporting Goods and stealing stuff. And they confirmed what I've heard from so many people. And so many stores have now come forward to confirm that this is actually a thing. The people who are going into CVS or Dick's Sporting Goods or any other place and involved in these retail thefts that you keep hearing about, where the people go unpunished most of the time, they're organized rings of people who are working together and doing this as a form of organized crime. It's not just like the dude from off the street who goes, you know what? I'm going to go into Dick's Sporting Goods and see what I can get today. It's people who are like career criminals who know what they're doing and who are going in there and stealing millions and millions of dollars worth of stuff, and they blame that for their profit plunge. You got to get control of people doing this stuff. It has to end at some point in time, hopefully sooner rather than later. Let's go over to you, your dispatches. A lot of you talking about this check washing thing, which I didn't even know was happening out there. Here's some random dude with a dispatch.
Hey guys, so for the check washing thing, it's pretty standard. I work in construction. Most of the smaller mom and pops still take checks over any sort of wire transfer or anything like that. So our company actually got hit with, I think it was like $50,000 of erroneous charges because someone took a check from our mailbox, washed it, and tried to do one transaction for $50,000 when the original check was only like $1,000 or $2,000. So thankfully our bank caught it. But yeah, people are crazy, and for better or for worse, pretty inventive.
Yeah, I just thought, when Sabrina brought that up, I was like, that seems so old school to me, that you would take somebody's check and like clean off the person's name that it's written out to and the amount of money and stuff. And then you would write anew, your name and then there's some other amount of money that you wanted to steal from people.
I thought the old scam was like the speaker sellers. Like they would say like, oh, you can get this for $14, and then they would just write 100 at the end, and then go cash them. Yeah.
Is that what those people were doing? I never bought a speaker off of them, but I ran into those people so many times, like at a random gas station. You see them pull up in a minivan and they slide open the side door.
It was one of those stories that was passed around so often that like people like my dad would tell me like, now when you're writing a check, which jokes on him, never done it. When you're writing a check, you got to like put squiggly lines all over it. Same thing when you're writing out the tip on your, like when you're paying your tab. You put the squiggly lines so they can't be adding numbers to it.
I've done that. It's like the second check that you get. I just put an X through it.
Yeah, I didn't even know to do that. I should probably do that because people will take advantage at every possible opportunity that they can. Here's I Love You Too.
Hey, Sean, Sabrina, and C-Lane.
Hey.
Check washing is simply that, really. It's when you take a check and they use a special solution to wash off the ink that was used when writing the check. So if the check was written out to Sean Wasson, C-Lane could take this solution and get rid of where it says Sean Wasson.
What the hell, C-Lane?
C-Lane. Or probably Christopher. But anyway, that's check washing. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Thank you.
I have actually successfully cashed or deposited checks that were written to C-Lane. It happened a lot of times over the course of my musical career.
They didn't question that at all at the bank?
No.
Oh, that's weird.
No. They questioned when I got like when people would write vulgar things on the memo line.
Oh, have they brought that up to you ever?
They did one time. These old ladies at the bank that were at the drive-through, the teller lane.
Yeah.
And I would have and people would write like the worst things, like effing her gently, stuff like that. One time, a check was written to me for giving and to my partner for receiving. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. And one time, the lady just had this scowl at me. I'm like, bitch, I didn't write it.
You're right.
You called her a bitch to her face?
No, I wanted the money.
No. He said it when he left, really quietly in his car as he was driving away, much like Key and Peele. Here's Broski talking about ghosts.
Hey, Sean, you said that you don't really believe in ghosts and spirits.
True.
Well, I don't either until the last 3 things that happened in my house where the door the garage door would be closing, but it made that
oh yeah, those
sound,
squeak,
and then closed. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Whatever. I checked around, nothing's going on. And then randomly, a couple days ago, my smoke detector went off, beeping like 3 times. Checked the whole house, never beeped again. I'm like, oh, maybe the batteries aren't going dead. But they don't do that when they make that sound.
There's a ghost.
And then last night, about 2 o'clock in the morning, my Pandora kicks on while it's charging at 2 o'clock in the morning, freaked me out. I couldn't go back to sleep. The wife and I were kind of like, what was that? Well, how'd that kick on? And then I got a sudden weird chill in the back of my back.
Pandora.
He said that strange, didn't he? Pandora. He said, I've never heard anybody say Pandora.
Yeah, I just logged into my Pandora.
It's like real weird
Listen
emphasis.
to some Sublime.
Thank you, broski. I don't think those were ghosts, though. I think those are just kind of like random things that happen. And it's just not kind of ghosty, but to each their own. Maybe you think it's a ghost. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Tom Cruise is in his feels over Barbie, and oh my God, is that a crowd surfing baby? Drew Barrymore found herself in a very scary situation after her stalker showed up to a Q&A panel. Plus, we're going into the weird world of fan gifts. Now let's see if we beat the one Slipknot received. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mike, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Hot and humid today with forecast highs reaching the low mid-90s inland and a little bit closer to 90 degrees along our east coast. Rain chances are low at 20% or less. Most of the day will be spent under those sunny skies. Low rain chances continue through the end of the week, but eventually will be rising by late this weekend. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Score big on sleep and savings during Mattress Firm's best sale of the year. Save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable beds and get a $300 instant gift, good towards pillows and more.
Every day, you breathe in thousands of microscopic germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Flush them out with Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril around the back of the nose and out the other nostril, helping flush out all the nasty things that make you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Cindy, a verified Navage user who writes, I've had such awful nasal congestion for the last couple years. I bought Navage and OMG, I can breathe again. I love this thing. Goodbye, Neti Pot. Hello, Navage. End quote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, then Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Navage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
When you're clocking out and happy hour's already started. But you're clocking out and happy hour's already started. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local convenience store today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
It's Sizzly time at Wawa. And you know what that means? All your favorite Sizzlies are just 2 for $5. Like their new Pancake Sizzly. Great mornings start at Wawa.
To everyone who believes family is what mealtime is all about, let our guest Emmy share what she loves about Culver's.
From the moment my family walked in, we knew Culver's was the place for us. Being greeted by someone who's truly happy to see you, you don't find that everywhere. There's just something nice about a cook-to-order butter burger and creamy, fresh frozen custard that tastes like it was made just for you. But time with family, now that's what's really special.
Stop in and experience what mealtime means at Culver's. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious. To everyone who needs a little delight in their day, let our team member Paul tell you about one of our favorite sweet treats.
Ending mealtime with a special treat is a tradition in Wisconsin. And what better way to sweeten your day than a blue spoonful of a Culver's concrete mixer? We handcraft our thick and creamy fresh frozen custard with any mixing you crave, from the indulgence of Snickers to the richness of pure Dove chocolate.
Come to Culver's and let us make your day a little bit sweeter. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
Take control of your health and your wallet at healthfinder.fl.gov. Your one-stop shop to compare medical facilities in your area. From copays to x-rays, asthma treatment, and ultrasounds, healthfinder.fl.gov gives you a straight answer on cost and lets you compare against providers. Choose wisely. Live healthy at healthfinder.fl.gov. Paid for by the Agency for Healthcare Administration.
Now this is a Dunkin' Run. A $3 sausage, egg, and cheese with a medium or larger coffee.
I'm going on a Dunkin' Run. You want anything?
Oh, a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant and a hot coffee.
You got it.
Wait, actually, a sausage, egg, and cheese and an iced coffee. Time for a Dunkin' Run. Add a $3 sausage, egg, and cheese to a medium or larger coffee. America runs on Dunkin'. Offer valid with the purchase of a medium or larger coffee. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
While other apps are raising the price to stream music, podcasts, and more of what you love, your iHeartRadio app is still 100% free. So put your credit card away and download the free iHeartRadio app for access to all the music, radio, and podcasts you love. Free never sounded so good.
Reggie was a nurse for 16 years.
I had become very burnt out. I wasn't making good money.
Then it happened.
There was an ad for My Computer Career, and it just spoke to me.
My Computer Career was the best decision he ever made.
I could study anywhere from my laptop, and I was working in the first couple weeks of me being in class.
Reggie hit a home run.
The field is teeming with jobs.
Become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
The school is amazing.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu. This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival is coming back to T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas this September.
Superstar artists from every genre.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Buy tickets now at AXS.com.
What happens when we're off the air? At Real Radio 1041 on TikTok. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
episode in just a moment. Our friend Fritz joining us to hang out.
Hey,
hello,
cutie.
Fritz. There he is, hanging out with us. We got Fritz on the street coming up.
Very respectful to sit where you're sitting, Fritz. I respect it.
I mean, I didn't want to sit on your ass groove.
Megan Esk is right there, and he's still sat in his same old spot. It is some sort of respect move. I like that. But we're going to get to that in a moment here. Right now, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey,
smoke weed every day.
Hold up. That was some cool lighting effects there.
Did you turn them off in there, man?
Oh, yeah, they are off. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
What an idiot.
Aw, boo. Well, just use your imagination. Somewhere,
There you go.
Perfect. I love it. And the next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Dawn, thatmortgageguydawn.com. And, of course, the Home Loans radio show that you can tune into every weekend, or the website available to you, available all the time, 24/7, 365, thatmortgageguydawn.com.
Don't miss the book, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydawn.com.
23 years ago, 2000, the final episode of the very first one of these aired.
Survivor!
Survivor is right. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh. It revealed the gay, tax-evading Richard Hatch as the $1 million winner, but also gave us the unforgettable and very hard to edit because it was so damn long, Snake Rat's speech. Here we go.
I have no questions. I just have statements. Rich, you are a very openly arrogant, pompous human being. Your inability to admit your failures makes you a bit of a loser in life.
Oof.
Wow.
Yikes.
Kelly,
Kelly,
if I ever pass you along in life again,
this is harsh,
and you were laying there dying of thirst, I would not give you a drink of water. I would let the vultures take you and do whatever they want with you.
Jesus.
I plead to the jury tonight.
No jury.
To
You're
think a
voted
little bit
off.
about the island that we have been on. This island is pretty much full of only two things: snakes and rats.
And not enough time. So
Yeah.
there you have it. That was brought to you by, I didn't even get her name, but it was a 5-minute speech that I could only narrow down to 30 seconds. So
That was brutal, though.
happy
God.
anniversary, you
And they aired the whole
losers.
thing?
Yeah.
I feel like
they did.
nowadays they wouldn't do that.
No, they might back off from like something that aggressive because she's like, I would let the vultures tear
Yeah.
at your body.
If you were dying of thirst, I would let you die there. So happy Survivor Day.
Nowadays, that'd be like bullying, right? Wouldn't they
Yeah.
just be like, oh, yeah, that was totally bullying, and we need to not normalize this kind of behavior?
And now we have to have everyone go through some sort of special training.
Yeah, right. Immediately.
Britney Spears and Sam Asghari already figured out how they're going to split up the dogs.
Who's getting what here?
Together they had, it is sad. It's 5 dogs, so I guess they're just going to split one of them in the middle.
Maybe
2.5
that's
each.
A little aggressive.
So Sam is only keeping the Doberman named Portia. Brittany's keeping the other 4, an Australian Shepherd named Sawyer, a Yorkie named Hannah, and 2 other small dogs that are not special enough to get mentioned in the article.
They're running after the Dobermans on the way out the door.
Who?
Please take me with you.
Sealade, you have got to watch one of the latest videos that Britney Spears posted. You're going to lose your mind when you watch this. And it's not because she's like naked or being weird or whatever. She's making an omelet. And she cuts
Does she
her
make a mean omelet?
She makes a mess is what she makes. She cuts her fruits and vegetables like a mad person. She like there's no rhyme or reason to it. She's just like it was something to behold. You got to see that video.
I also saw the trailer for TMZ Investigates Divorce and Despair, and my God,
wow.
it is so salacious.
Wow, we already have that?
I think it premieres maybe tonight or tomorrow, but
Okay.
it's going to be a whole thing. In the meantime, let's check in with Drew Barrymore, who was rushed off the stage after, of all visitors, her stalker showed up to a New York panel, Q&A style, and it got weird. I sent you the clip, a link, if you want to play it for the people.
Who is this?
This is
I heard
Drew
about
Barrymore.
this. Hang on. I'll bring this up in just a second.
Yeah, she was having a conversation with actress and singer Renee Rapp when the guy came down the aisle shouting Drew's name, and for 1 second, everyone's like, oh, who's this fun fan? And then he starts with like, you know who I am, and I need to speak with you. And they immediately, security rushed her off stage.
Do you think that she knew who he was? Like, she
I think
recognized
so.
the stalker? Okay, here she is. I can play this?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, people. Oh, my God. Yes. Hi.
Yep, boom. For those of you that couldn't hear it, it's like, I am Chad Michael, blah, blah, blah. You know who I am. I need to speak with you. And immediately, security and Renee Rapp, escort her off the stage. His plans got interrupted by the two security guards, and then everyone came back a few minutes later. No idea if he was arrested or what his backstory is. I'm sure we'll get the details soon.
I like how the caption on that video says, I hope they are okay, with like a heart and a prayer emoji. And it's like, they just got rushed off the stage by security. I think they're in a pretty good spot.
Emotional trauma, though, and she's
That
still
is
talking
freaky.
from the side of her mouth.
It's
Also-
so weird that there's these people that just kind of follow these celebrities around and do stuff like that.
Yeah, he must have paid money to get in there.
Yeah, I guess so,
Oh,
right.
But I would love to see pictures of what this guy's apartment looks like. You
Yeah.
think like a Drew Barrymore shrine?
Oh, I think
Clips
so.
of her hair, used
Stiff
gum.
socks all over the place.
I think he's written all over the walls and Sharpie.
Yeah,
This
just
guy's,
Drew. I love you, Drew. Mr. Barrymore.
he's crazy.
This is not, well, a little bit crazy, but opposite end of the scary spectrum. Maybe not a crowd surfing baby. I'll just get right to it.
Okay.
And of all places, at the Flo Rida concert. Good for him still getting out there. So technically, the kid was crowd surfed. He had nothing to do with it. It happened during a show at Celebrate Erie Fest in Pennsylvania over the weekend. For some reason, the kid's parents, or whoever brought the kid to the show, held up the baby. The baby was then crowd surfed to Flo Rida, and Flo Rida held the baby like Simba in The Lion King.
How old is, when you say baby, I'm picturing like a newborn baby. Is it a little tiny baby?
I sent you a clip if we want to watch that too.
All right. Can I play the audio or no?
Let's hope so. I got
All
the
right.
dump button ready if not. Pass me that baby. Pass me that baby. I mean, that's a tiny baby.
Yeah.
He starts dancing with the baby and still singing the song.
So there you have it.
You know what he's not doing? Actually singing is what he's not doing.
That kid gets old enough, and it's like, you did what with me? I was
Flo
1.5 years old, and you just launched me onto the stage with Flo Rida? So the baby made it to the stage, and Flo Rida held that baby, kissed it on the face, and threw it right back at the parents.
Oh,
Oh,
just
time.
throw it, I hope.
No, like a football.
Just tosses it back over the
Yeah.
crowd.
Like a Cardi B microphone.
Yeah.
Which went for $99,000. So that says something. Something that I'm not ready to say. This band right here is making headlines for an interesting story that they just recently shared. Slipknot is correct.
Slipknot.
What?
I said Slipknot.
Oh, yeah, great points for everybody. Now, Corey Taylor.
Well, is that how it works? Because I said it first.
All right. I take away the points from Sean and Jeff, and I give it to...
I
give
didn't
it
say
to-
Slipknot.
Okay. You know what?
Why
No
would you
points
give?
for
Wait,
anybody.
why would you give Sealand any points? He's whining about it. He's complaining.
He's all by himself over there.
I know it's kind of sad, but
He won't even look me in the eyes.
Oh, now that Sean has somebody else in his studio, he's better.
Yeah, I text Fritz, and I'm like, hey, are you going to go over, come to Maitland or go to Sean's? And he goes, Sean looks so lonely. And I go, we're both in lonely rooms together. Slick
it's
did
fine.
come by, though, and said hello.
Oh, did he? That's
yeah.
nice.
And
He's
I
a
go,
good guy.
get out of here. I'm on the air. But in our years, 10 years being on the show, I think that it's safe to say we have received some very strange gifts.
Oh, yeah.
Off the top of my head, and if the person is listening, remember, after your apology, I told you, apology accepted, but I'm going to share this story forever because it's an interesting one. It was a UCF meetup that I was hosting over at Beef O'Brady's family-style restaurant, and a listener of ours came over and handed me a massive dildo.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
As a gift. It was supposed to be a funny, but then I go, all right, I'm going to, not even in a bag or anything, just right there on the Beef O'Brady's patio, but thank you so much. And that definitely top 10 weirdest gifts I've received. Anything that comes to your mind when you think about weird gifts you've received, Sean and Celine?
Oh, man, we've gotten so many strange things, and some of them were from just bona fide crazy people. God, I'm trying to think of what stands out.
Remember that show and tell where the guy brought his foreskin?
Yeah.
Wow.
From the Baby album?
We stopped doing show and tell shortly after that, I think. We said, you know what, let's shut this down.
All right, so think about those. I do believe, though, that Slipknot might top us all. Corey Taylor says the weirdest gift a fan has ever given Slipknot is a real bona fide cow heart.
Oh, it's interesting.
Wow.
He said it was from the band's biggest fan in Holland. He passed away about 10 years ago, but his name was Crazy White Sean, which is what we call you, Sean.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Crazy White Sean with tiny baby eyes. He says
My eyes are normal.
In Amsterdam on Valentine's Day to play a show, and he brought us a real cow heart in a Valentine's box, and it smelled effing awful. Somebody tried to take a bite out of it and immediately threw up.
Oh,
It was
how
the
big do you
dumbest
think
thing.
a cow heart is? It's probably pretty big, huh?
Yeah, don't they sell them as like a delicacy or no?
I mean,
I don't know.
they sell them at like any butcher shop.
Yeah.
Would have a cow heart. You could. I don't know how you prepare it, but
Yeah, you can buy them and then you chop them up and give them to dogs.
Well, would it be like football sized, or
I would imagine it'd be a couple pounds, 5 pounds maybe.
Man, they're pretty
Yeah.
big animals, right?
And then if you have it in a bag that's just sitting around on a plane during travel, it starts to rot, and some
that's
guy
gross.
tried to eat it. Of course, they had other strange gifts in the past, and for example, a decayed human femur that went along with people equal crap written on it.
Jesus.
So challenge accepted to all the fans listening. Actually, please don't bring us anything along those lines on the boob tube. I'll tell you, Republican primary debate. We'll kick it off. Get your popcorn ready.
Yeah.
Starts at 9 p.m. America's Got Talent qualifier on NBC. Series finale, of Nancy Drew and the series finale of Riverdale, both on the CW. Superfan Gloria Estefan on CBS. And you can catch the 5th season finale of Temptation Island on USA. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. And most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back, attention, everybody. Fritz on the Street is coming up next. Here's what happens. We all battle it out in the greatest game on all of radio, and we represent you. If we win, you win. You could get your hands on the Fritz magnet. There is very few of these, so if you want to get one of these, this is the way to do it. You got to get our attention. I'll be representing somebody. Sabrina will be representing somebody, and so will C-Lane. So get our attention during this break. We'll see who we're representing, and we'll do Fritz on the Street. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 and a trip for 2 to our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival in Las Vegas is minutes away on Real Radio.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
2 right lanes are blocked due to an accident on Alafaya Trail heading westbound between I-4 and Montgomery Road. Authorities have closed the Greenway due to an accident heading northbound between Moss Park Road and Dowden Road. You can expect delays due to an accident on US 192 heading westbound between the Greenway and I-4. The left lane is blocked due to an accident on Lake Mary Boulevard heading eastbound before Country Club Road. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Bet Online.
BetOnline.net is your #1 source for all your sports wagering info with all the stats, news, scores, and matchups. Keep the latest game odds, live lines, and matchup reports at your fingertips. From baseball to golf to cage fighting to preseason football, head to BetOnline.net, where the game starts.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Get ready to win your way into our iHeartRadio Music Festival in Las Vegas. This is your chance to see Foo Fighters, Sheryl Crow, Lenny Kravitz, Public Enemy, and so much more. Listen for the keywords at 9 a.m., 1 and 5 p.m. each weekday for your chance to win $1,000 and a trip for two to our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival. This contest brought to you by Jersey Mike's. At Jersey Mike's, they offer freshness you can taste and see, from store-baked breads to slicing meat and cheeses right in front of you. Visit your favorite Jersey Mike's subs location today or order on the Jersey Mike's app. Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
The best time to get a great deal on a Jeep SUV is now, during the Summer of Jeep event. Well-qualified, returning FCA lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x2 for $409 a month for 39 months with $2,999 to its signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-888-925-JEEP for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease through Chrysler Capital. Current lease must end by 9/2/24. Extra charge for miles over 32,500. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 9/5. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Are you feeling tooth pain? Advanced Endodontics is here to help. Our state-of-the-art practice offers laser-assisted endodontics and same-day emergency appointments, so you don't need to wait for relief. We also provide easy financing and flexible payment plans. Advanced Endodontics is here for you with 5 convenient locations throughout Central Florida. No referrals are needed. Make an appointment today at ineedarootcanal.com. That's ineedarootcanal.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
We're more than truck drivers. We're road pros.
Yep. Want to know the best way to get somewhere? Ask a truck driver. We know where the pavement is smooth and the stop signs are few and far between.
We also know where the best donuts are and where to find the fuel that helps keep our engines cleaner.
Using Synergy diesel-efficient fuel from Exxon and Mobil stations helps us get better mileage.
They provide quick ways to pay so you can get back on the road. They're dependable like that.
Pros like us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Learn more and find a station at Exxon.com compared to diesel without detergent additives. Results may vary.
Wow, is this a party? Yeah, it's the IKEA 80th anniversary sale, and we've got over 1,000 offers on our items. College students and teachers save 15% in store, or anyone can save 20% off all desks in store and online.
15% on everything. I'm getting ready for college.
Bring your roommate and anyone else who wants great savings. Hurry in store or go to IKEA-USA.com to save through 9/5. Offers valid in U.S. until 9/5. Student-teacher offer in store only with valid ID on home furnishing purchases of up to $3,000 pre-tax. Other restrictions apply. See store on IKEA-USA.com for all details.
Hi, this is Pete from Repipe Specialists. With over 60,000 complete home repipes, people still ask me, can small leaks really drive up my monthly water bill? Or, Pete, can a small water leak hurt the value of my home? Or, oh, geez, Pete, how can I make sure my home isn't wasting water and harming the environment? If your home is 15 years or older, pipe leaks could lurk behind your walls, wasting precious resources and putting your home at risk for substantial financial loss. Don't let things get worse. Call Repipe Specialists at 844-REPIPE-5 or go to repipe.com today. We're local and affordable and can expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in 1 to 2 days, saving you thousands in costly, ineffective repairs. Plus, call 844-REPIPE-5 now, and for a limited time, you can save 20% and get zero interest financing for 12 months on approved credit. Want a permanent fix and a lifetime warranty? Call 844-REPIPE-5 or visit repipe.com today to schedule your free in-home estimate.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-334-2266. That's 800-334-2266.
2266. 800-334-2266.
Man, we all know it's hot outside. Have you noticed your power bill going crazy? The current cost of energy is higher than it's ever been, and it's going to just keep getting higher. It's going to keep climbing. Solar Source can change that for you. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 60,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's house and my sister's house included, they do a great job. Solar Source makes it easy for a free estimate. Monster listeners, all you got to do is go online and check out the tool they have that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. There's no pressure. There's no salesman. Just you and the facts. That's awesome. You can harness all the power of the sun and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting electricity from the power company. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote today. solarsource.com/monsters. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar.
The IRS has just received $80 billion in funding to hire additional agents for aggressive collections enforcement. If you owe the IRS, now is the time to take action before the IRS comes after you or your business. There is no time to waste. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Orlando, for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Fence Outlet customer Amy said,
"We had a fire on our property and needed to replace our fence quickly. We have grandchildren and pets, and we were concerned for their safety. A friend recommended Fence Outlet. We scheduled a free quote, and they had her privacy and safety restored quickly."
Visit fenceoutlet.com today. License number C10252 and C10803.
If you ride a motorcycle in Florida, someone can hit you and hurt you and legally not have insurance to pay you. Uninsured motorist coverage can help save you from financial ruin. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Any way you do the math, you save with 0% APR financing on new Nissans at Sutherland Nissan Orlando with approved credit.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance. Data and message rate supply in this nationwide contest. That's win to 200-200. I'm telling you, there's a chance.
Fritz on the street in just a moment. And it's the greatest game in all of radio that I plan on winning this week. Of course, I always plan on winning, and then, sometimes you just don't hit the home run you're looking for. Here's how things work for Fritz on the street. We all represent somebody. I represent somebody. Sabrina represents somebody. And C-Lane represents somebody in the game. If we win, you win. You get your hands on the Fritz Magnet. That is the Game of Magnet entry. You can learn more about Game of Magnets on the newsjunkie.com. That Fritz came up with. It's just like the same color as his guitar. It's fantastic. Very rare and only available for you if we win while we represent you and Fritz on the street. Sabrina, who will you be representing today?
You go first.
I just did.
I have not.
You may have known that if you were in your seat.
I needed to go fart. I am going to pick right off the texting service. It says, nobody has tried this. Pick me for Fritz on the street, and we'll call him area code 606.
Okay. Area code 606 from the texting service. What about you, C-Lane?
I don't know. It looks like that because I've been doing bad lately, nobody has been begging for me to pick them anymore.
Nobody even wants it.
All right, somebody on the texting service that's area code 321.
Oh, great. We got two area
Who
codes.
says, C-Lane, pick me with exclamation points. That's who I will play for today.
Heads up, texting service. Include your name next time.
Yeah, it'd be a little easier to point you out, but we got you all set up, and now it's time to get into things. Fritz, are you ready?
You bet that sweet bun.
All right, here we go. Let's do Fritz on the Street.
Now it's time for Fritz on the Street.
Hello, Sean. Hello, Sabrina. Hello, C-Lane.
Hello, Fritz.
Hey, Fritzy.
Hello. Fritz on the Street is sponsored by Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. That number, 866-CALL-MO. In first place on Fritz on the Street with 273 points, Mr. Christopher Lane.
Yeah!
There he is. In second place with 265 points, Mr. Sean Wasson.
Yeah.
And in third place with 246 points, Miss Sabrina Ambra.
Okay.
So we have 273, 265, 246. You know the drill. 8 questions, 4 current event questions, and 4 general knowledge trivia questions. If you think you know it, chime in for that opportunity to pick up a bonus point.
Were these done at your trivia last night?
Yes, they were. They were done at Fritz's Funhouse Trivia at Cavo's Bar and Kitchen. And we got second place, best trivia night in the Orlando Weekly Best of.
Nice.
Congratulations.
I've been doing it for 1 year, so thank you, everyone, for voting. We had 8 participants. We had 10 teams last night.
Dang.
Excellent.
How hammered was everybody?
Oh, I don't think they were hammered. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, we got
interesting.
sober people on the panel.
No, definitely not sober. But
Okay.
just definitely not hammered.
All right,
Tipsy.
all right, we got to factor that in. Okay.
Around 70%. So if you think you know it, chime in, and away we go. Question number 1. Over the weekend, which country won the Women's
Sabrina.
World Cup? Sabrina.
Spain.
Spain is correct.
Woo.
Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said España?
I will go with 6.
6.
5.
But 5 for Christopher.
4.
And 4 for Sean. Question number 1 with answers of 4, 5, and 6. Let's see if they know their soccer. Over the weekend, which
Damn
country
it.
won the Women's World Cup?
Pass. No idea.
I don't remember. England?
Spain.
Spain? I don't know. Sweden?
Sweden.
Okay. They
That would
weren't
be
even in.
That would be 2, so no points awarded. Not.
So the
It's okay.
ratings must have been good for the World Cup.
Probably.
Well, the time delay was killing them. I told you.
5:30 in the morning that game started.
It's
Yep.
tough to get everybody into it when it's so damn early. Only the most hardcore people come out.
That is true. Question number 2, we move right along. Who was the first female UFC champion?
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
Ronda Rousey.
That is correct.
Oh, damn.
Nicely done. Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Ronda Rousey?
Let's go with 7.
7.
6.
6 for Sean.
6.
And 6 for Celine. Question 2, with answers of 6 and 7.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, someone knows. Who was the first female UFC champion?
Ronda Rousey?
Female UFC champion. Oh, Ronda Rousey?
Ronda Rousey. I have no idea.
Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey, that's the only one I know. Ronda Rousey?
That would be 7.
Damn it.
Sabrina's hitting a 3 on that one,
Kobe.
and Sean and Celine with your guesses of 6, each picking up 1 point. We move on to Cuestione number 3. That's Spanish. It's actually Spanglish. Really bad. Question 3. Last week, which hurricane made landfall? Sean.
Hillary.
Hillary is correct. Which hurricane made landfall in California? To complete the question, Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Hillary? Benghazi.
6.
6.
7.
7 for Celine.
5.
And 5 for Sabrina. Question 3 with answers of 5, 6, and 7.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who's picking it up? Last week, which hurricane made landfall in California?
Hillary.
Karen?
Hillary.
Gunther?
Gert? Gertie? Gertrude.
Hillary?
Hillary? Hillary.
That would be 5. So Sabrina's picking up 2 points on that one. And Sean, with a guess of 6, picking up 1 point. We move on now to question 4. That's halfway through Fritz on the Street. After question 4, I'll tell you who is winning on the day. Question 4 goes like this. We're talking beer.
All right.
What musical instrument appears on the Guinness
C-Lane.
label? C-Lane.
That would be a harp.
Harp is correct.
Jeez, I am sucking today.
C-Lane, out of 8 answers, How many do you think said harp?
Ooh, 7.
Wow.
7 for C-Lane.
4.
4 for Sabrina.
6.
And 6 for Sean. Question 4. With answers of 4, 6, and 7. What musical instrument appears on the Guinness label?
Harp.
The harp. A harp.
Harp. A harp. A harp.
A harp.
All of them.
Wow.
Whoa!
That's 8.
Holy cow.
So, C-Lane, with a guess of 7, you are picking up 1 point. That means halfway through, Fritz on the street in first place with 6 points. We have Sabrina Ambra / area code 606.
I got an update. It is 2 tickets to Pound Town.
2
All right.
tickets to Pound Town. And second place and third place, we have a tie, 3 points each. We have Christopher Lane / area code 321 and Sean Lawson / I'm a PC.
Oof.
2 tickets to Pound Town. Man, that's a long name.
Yeah.
Good luck, I'm a PC. This is not the performance of a lifetime right here.
I have an update on who mine is, too.
Perfect.
It says your favorite public defender with a broken phone.
Okay.
That's also
Your
a long name.
favorite?
Flatty. Flatty is the name.
Flatty.
That's a lot shorter and easier for Fritz.
How'd you get that nickname? Nickname.
I don't know.
Anyways.
Fritz or Flatty?
No, Fritz. Fritz, we know where that came from.
We move on now.
Flatties could be a whole different thing.
We move on now to question number 5. Recently, all riders of a cable car were... Sabrina?
Oh, damn it. All riders of a cable car were in deep doo-doo in San Francisco, California.
That is incorrect.
Sean. India.
That is incorrect.
Oh, damn it.
Fritz, I'd like to take this opportunity to hear the whole question, please.
You got it, my man. Recently, all riders of a cable car were rescued after hanging hundreds of feet in the air in which South Asian country?
Ooh, South Asian country.
That's right.
Indonesia.
That would be Pakistan.
Damn.
Sean was close. Let's see. Sealand, you got question 4 right. We will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Pakistan?
I'm going to go with 4.
4.
2.
2 for Sabrina.
1.
And 1 for Sean. Question 5 with answers of 1, 2, and 4.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who knows their cable cars? Recently, all riders of a cable car were rescued after hanging hundreds of feet in the air in which South Asian country?
Pass. Oh, Thailand. Thailand?
Pakistan.
Vietnam?
Pass.
Thailand? No, I have no idea.
Come on.
Thailand.
That's 1. That means Sean is picking up 2 points. And
I got it? Wow, I got it.
Wow.
And Sabrina, with a guess of 2, picking up 1 point. We move on to question 6.
Fritz, can I get you to, can you turn up your laptop a little bit? Is that possible?
I am all the way up.
I got it.
You're okay.
I'm all
Good
the
to
way
go.
up on my end.
Look at us, all in different
question-
locations.
Question 6. There's a lot of moon talk today. Who was the second man to walk on the moon?
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
That would be... Oh, God damn it. Because I'm thinking of that first one. Buzz Aldrin.
That is correct.
Oh,
Nicely done.
0 confidence, but still got the points.
Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Buzz Aldrin?
Gosh, are they going to have the same mind F that I just went through? 7.
7.
Buzz Aldrin's the one who punches people who
Yes.
believe in the moon
Yeah,
conspiracy, right?
Yes. He's got a hot life of like 42. He's 97.
Like that guy. I'm going to say 6.
6 for Sean.
I'm going to say 7.
And 7 for C-Lane. Question 6 with answers of 6 and 7. Who was the second man to walk on the moon?
Arms? No. I don't know. I'm a bad American.
Is that Buzz Aldrin? Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz Aldrin. Buzz Aldrin.
I don't remember his name. Buzz Aldrin. Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear?
That would be 5. So Sean, with a guess of 6, picking up 1 point.
Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah,
Buzz
come
Lightyear.
on.
I thought it was cute.
Wasn't Buzz Lightyear named after Buzz Aldrin?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have 2
Who the hell
questions.
names their kid Buzz, for Christ's sake?
I was planning on
Jesus.
naming my child Buzz, thank you.
Buzz is such a terrible name.
Because that's what mommy had when you were conceived.
That's I either think of Home Alone or the Dude on the Moon. That's it. That's all I think of.
Question 7. On Monday, which country's first lunar mission in decades? Sean.
Russia.
Russia is correct. Yeah. Full question. On Monday, which country's first lunar mission in decades failed after crashing into the moon? Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Russia? And now India is on the South Pole.
Yeah, they landed. Russia's didn't make it, and I think they said it's our space lander ceases to exist. I think is how they phrased it.
Sad.
It didn't go well for Russia, but India was successful. I think 4 people will know this.
4.
3.
Okay.
3 for C-Lane.
I will go with 3.
And 3 for Sabrina. Question 7 with answers of 3 and 4. On Monday, which country's first lunar mission in decades failed after crashing into the moon?
Russia.
Russia.
Russia? Russia?
Russia.
Russia.
Russia?
Okay.
Japan.
That would be 7. So no points awarded on that one.
That's a lot.
C-Lane
That is a
stopped
lot.
counting after 2.
He's like,
No.
they're going to get this.
That's how
We
you
have
get to 7. It's 5 and 2.
We have 1 question remaining, but before we do, let's take a look at who is in the lead with 8 points. We have Sabrina Ambra / 2 tickets to Pound Town.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
In second place, we have 7 points for Sean Wasson / I'm a PC.
All right.
And in third place with 3 points, Christopher Lane / Flatty. So we now move on to question number 8. What is the capital of Montana?
C-Lane.
C-Lane.
Helena?
Helena's correct.
Yeah.
C-Lane, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Helena or Helena?
6.
6.
A lot of people know that. 5.
5 for Sean.
7.
And 7 for Sabrina. Question 8 with answers of 5, 6, and 7. Let's see how we end it. What is the capital of Montana?
Bismarck?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Awesome.
Helena?
I have no idea. I don't know anything.
I can't even think of a city in Montana. Pass.
Helena.
Montana City.
That would be 2. So no points awarded on that one. That means we wrap up Fritz on the Street in first place with 8 points. Sabrina Ambra / 2 tickets to Pound Town. Congratulations.
You know what? Real quick. We're mounting comebacks here. Like now Sabrina gets a bunch of points and
No,
wins.
wait till he says the final scores. I got a long road ahead of me.
I'm starting to but we were so far behind C-Lane. We got a shot. We got a chance at this now.
In second place with 7 points, Sean Wasson / I'm a PC. And in third place with 4 points, Christopher Lane / Flatty. That means in first place and still leading on Fritz on the Street with 277 points, Christopher Lane. 5 points removed with 272 points, Sean Wasson. And in third place with 254 points, Sabrina Ambra. And that is Fritz on the Street.
Thank you, Fritz.
Thanks, Fritzy.
Fritz on the Street, always a fun time. Thank you for playing along with us, the folks over on chat. We appreciate you. We love you. And Fritz is the greatest of the best, and he's doing trivia on Tuesday nights.
Come on down.
You can go to Fritz's Funhouse Trivia. It's a blast. Bring somebody with you. Bring a whole team if you want. Play. It's got it's up on the screens and stuff, and it's a good, fun, interactive trivia that is an awesome night for you on a Tuesday. So do go check him out. Where do you find out when he's going to be at the location? Well, I think it's just generally every Tuesday at the Cavo's if you're downtown. But you can also follow along on Instagram. No_regrets_coyote is his Instagram account. Give him a follow over there, and you can see everything going on in the world of Fritz.
You bet
can hang
that
out with
sweet
us?
bun.
The other one. You mentioned the first one, not the second one.
Real Fritz. So you're going to hang out with us here?
I would love to.
Awesome. All right. Fritz is going to hang out, and we got a lot more to get to on the show today. When we come back, I want to talk about the show. And Fritz and I are watching it.
Oh, we're geeking out.
I don't know if either one of you is watching the telemarketer show.
Oh, no, it's on the queue.
It just sounds like the worst pitch. It's like, what's the show you're watching called? The Telemarketers. It just really not super enticing.
I've seen the first episode, but over the weekend, just binged our way through Painkillers.
Oh yeah, I
hear
still have
that's
to
great.
finish it, but it was good.
That's the one that's, it's not a documentary, right?
No, it's a
like
dramatization.
Okay. Yeah. We'll have to see that at some point in time. The problem with me and stuff like that, I look at that and I go, is this just going to be miserable? Like, is the whole thing going to be all about really bad, sad stuff? Because that whole thing was terrible, obviously.
Yeah. American Pain was kind of like that too.
Yeah, where it's just brutal, you know.
Yeah.
But it's the truth. It's what happened in these situations, and it's something that we don't want to happen again. So I guess it's important. When we come back, we'll talk about the show Fritz and I are on, plus The Chosen One. What's going on? Wait till you hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show. Crabby, dangerous, sarcastic, and sometimes awkward. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Authorities are clearing up an accident on Alafaya Trail heading westbound between I-4 and Montgomery Road. The left lane is blocked due to an accident on Lake Mary Boulevard heading eastbound before Country Club Road. Expect heavy delays due to an accident on US 27 heading northbound before US 192. The left lane is blocked. The right lane is blocked due to an accident on Reinhardt Road heading southbound after 25th Street. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by KFC.
Attention, Orlando. Do you crave juicy, tender, packed with flavor fried chicken? If so, grab KFC's 3-piece tenders and biscuit for just $5. Get your craving on at a KFC near you. That's finger-licking good. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Get ready to win your way to our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival and $1,000.
You'll be there.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas,
September 22nd and 23rd.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Capital One is a proud partner of the iHeartRadio Music Festival for the 7th year in a row, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
In this week's Marketers Report, we learn about the value of local influencers in uncertain times from Allison Griffin, head of marketing at State Farm.
The economy is tough for everyone, and taking a step back and understanding the pain that your customers are currently going through because of a tough environment is really important. We have 19,000 agents across the country, and they understand what's going on in those very unique communities. iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, connected, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, from national to local. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Find high-quality healthcare in Florida at healthfinder.fl.gov. Effortlessly explore facilities based on quality measures like infection rates, surgical complications, and readmissions. Compare safety records for medical facilities like hospitals, nursing homes, and outpatient surgery centers with ease. Elevate your healthcare decisions with the transparency tool at healthfinder.fl.gov. Choose wisely, live healthy. Paid for by the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration.
Orlando's best comedy room is safely open. The Orlando Improv welcomes Bruce on August 25th and August 26th.
Actually, I happen to be the smallest in my family, you know?
Tickets and showtimes online at theimprovorlando.com. Above all, come for the comedy. We could all use a good laugh. The Improv is hiring for all evening positions. Line cook, cocktail servers and wait staff, food runners, dishwashers. We cater to top talent and the best locals in the Central Florida area. Please call us at 407-480-5233 or email for open interviews.
There are 16 spots in the playoffs and just one track left. Well, not just any track.
We're basically going to have to win.
Daytona. A last chance to keep playoff hopes alive.
1 point to the good.
And for fans to experience an event unlike any other. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 25th and 26th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Ow. Okay, it's all right. Let's just start over. And one, and oh.
Ballroom dancing is a lot like saving for retirement.
Okay, class. Switch up partners.
Oh, thank goodness.
It's way easier with someone who knows the right moves. With Fairwinds Credit Union as your dance partner, you can glide into financial freedom by saving more and planning for your future. Visit fairwinds.org/together and become a member today. Fairwinds. Financial freedom happens here. Federally insured by NCUA.
Wow, is this a party?
Yeah, it's the IKEA 80th anniversary sale, and we've got over 1,000 offers on our items. College students and teachers save 15% in store, or anyone can save 20% off all desks in store and online.
15% on everything. I'm getting ready for college.
Bring your roommate and anyone else who wants great savings. Hurry in store or go to IKEA-USA.com to save through 9/5. Offers valid in U.S. until 9/5. Student teacher offer in store only with valid ID on home furnishing purchases of up to $3,000 pre-tax. Other restrictions apply. See store on IKEA-USA.com for all details.
Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Owen. I'm a cigarette.
Do you like being a cigarette?
No, I don't. Not really into killing thousands of people. Sorry, no filter.
Right.
What's your sign?
Pisces?
I'm a Cancer. Cigarette joke. But seriously, I do cause cancer. And heart disease. And strokes. I could go on forever. Unlike the people who smoke me.
The average smoker lives 10 years less than non-smokers. Quit today. Find out how at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Consumer Cellular's award-winning customer support is 100% based in the U.S., and you are 100% based in the U.S. That's something you have in common with Consumer Cellular's customer service. And Consumer Cellular customer service likes pizza, and you like pizza. And Consumer Cellular has an acute fear of spiders, and your fear of spiders is acute as well. So you already have so many things to discuss when you call Consumer Cellular to talk about our affordable and flexible phone plans. Consumer Cellular, when freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations.
Big Boys Neighborhood.
The Breakfast Club. It's Steve Harvey. All of the once-in-a-lifetime events.
iHeartRadio Music Festival.
All of the best free curated playlists.
Happy birthday, hip-hop.
All of the great podcasts for every interest. Our podcast.
He said.
Ella dijo. All of the mind-blowing contests.
$20,000. Let's go.
All of your favorite superstars. It's Lotto.
This is Drake. What's up? It's your boy Lil Durk.
Download the iHeartRadio app today. Free has never sounded so good.
You ought to call Strata for a new AC or emergency repair. StrataAC.com.
Real Radio has your chance. And message rate supply in this nationwide contest. That's win to 200-200. I'm telling you, there's a chance.
Junkie.com. Interesting email coming in here. This is from Clay. And Clay says, would you so kindly ask Fritz what he would estimate his step count or calories burned at the Luscious Lisa concert from last Saturday?
Oh, that's a good question.
He did all the power slides and dancing while singing. Thanks, Clay. So I guess Clay was at the Luscious Lisa show. And you were putting on a performance there, Fritz.
Hell yeah, it was. It was about an hour. It was like 50 minutes, I think. Mm-hmm. And I left the stage. I don't think I was on the stage very long. I was always in the crowd, running around, dancing.
Yeah, couldn't find him.
Made out with this guy. He wasn't afraid of me, so I leaned in for a kiss, and we kissed.
Just letting it loose out there.
So that was fun. I don't know, a lot.
Yeah,
several miles.
Whenever I watch, it always comes to mind that Bruce Springsteen is one of the guys that you think of when you think about performances like this. And he'll just be up there for 2 hours plus, solid, running around back and forth on the stage. And just sweating a storm, you know? And that guy, and he's older too, my God. Yeah. It's a good workout being up on the stage and doing that stuff.
I don't know if I could do that for 3 hours, but I'll try.
Hell no, I'd die about 15 minutes in.
Oh, I've been watching and seeing Luscious Lisa perform for quite some time, and we had made this song, 2017, 2018, Fritzy?
Yeah, I think it was 2017.
And we finally got to perform it. It's big debut. And boy, was it a good time to be on that stage with them. I am so stoked that I got the opportunity. I just sent you in the group chat a beautiful moment that was captured between me and Fritzy, or Scotty Pizza, which is his role in Luscious Lisa.
Scotty Pizza is the name of your role in this band?
Yep, Scotty Pizza.
Oh, God, what am I looking at here?
It's an over-the-clothes pegging.
Look at her face. Can you zoom in on that face?
It's almost a look of disgust that is happening
No,
here.
I'm into it. And then DJ Shakes Vanilla is like, yeah, in the background, just getting it.
There's a little bit of like, ugh, I got to do this right now.
By the way, photo courtesy Dirt McCoy.
Yeah,
Thanks,
it's beautiful.
Dirt.
All right. Well, I was telling you about this show, Telemarketers, which again is a terrible pitch, but I guess Sealand watched the first one. Sealand, what do you think about the first one?
I thought it was good. I thought it was fascinating. I sort of feel like we're going to hear bad news about the heroin guy.
Yeah.
At some point. Like, I feel like at the end of this, they're going to be like, heroin guy really, he was a really sweet guy. But then there was all that heroin.
That heroin.
It's kind of weird. And if you don't know about this, it's this guy who just started recording everything. And he started filming everything for a very long time. And he worked at this place. What's it called? CMG or something? Or
Civic Development Group.
CDG. So he worked at this place called CDG, Civic Development Group. And they were telemarketers. Basically, it was a giant telemarketing scam, in which the move was that they sold those police benevolency stickers that even my dad would get back in the day. And everybody who bought them thought, oh, if you put these up in your window or you put them on your car, you won't get a ticket if the police pull you over. So they, I'm sure, loved that was something that was going around out there. But the show, or the series, it's like 3-part series. It's him filming all these people just being absolute insane animals at this workplace where they were telemarketers. The guy is dozing off on heroin at one point, and then just like comes to and like lands a sale, I think.
And then keeps like right into the script.
Yeah, it goes right into the script and tries to sell these people some more stickers.
Another crazy moment was where the lady's face is like blurred out, but she's luring the cameraman into the bathroom and then just starts taking his belt off.
Yeah, there were like people would pay prostitutes for sex here. There was drugs and just all debauchery in the studio.
Sounds like the 90s back here in this station.
Yeah, it's like 90s radio, but at a telemarketing place.
But it was all like, it seemed that they did the whole thing where they're like, oh, these are people who can't get jobs anywhere else. They're all felons. They're all criminals. They're all just out of jail, probably about to go back to jail, some of them. And so they need people. They need, feet on the ground. They need their soldiers to sell these things. And they're giving next to none, if none of the money to any sort of charities.
Yeah. But they're saying to people that they are.
Yeah.
They're saying like, yes, the 100% goes to charities, and it's screwed up. And it's hard to realize if the docuseries is about the telemarketing scams or this guy's friend that does heroin, because they focus a lot on him. And then the second one dropped, and I was like, I don't know. This is kind of falling apart a little bit, because the heroin guy's supposed to do some Michael Moore style interviews with different people in the telemarketing world. And the voiceover guy said, what did he say, Fritz?
Well, like, there's this really awkward interview, and then after that, you're just like, what did I just watch?
Yeah.
And then he goes, it had never occurred to me that maybe he's bad at this.
Yeah, it's so terrible. The interviews were worse than like Chris Farley on Saturday Night Live. Like, the interviews were so bad. He's like, and no follow-up questions to anything. It was just
great. He said great after everything.
And he's like all sloppy looking. He's got his phone in his hand the whole time because he's written the questions on his phone.
Perfect. But that's the kind of stuff we love to watch.
Yeah, but then it there's a twist that pops up in it. So it's been pretty good so far.
Don't spoil. So how long is this? Like, can you watch this all in one day if you don't do anything on a Saturday, or
easy.
Spread it out?
It's only 3 episodes. The third episode hasn't dropped yet.
Yeah, I think it's Sunday.
Yeah, it's going to be Sunday this weekend. So then the trilogy's out there, and they're not super long or anything.
About an hour.
You know ahead of time that it's stopping at 3?
Yeah, that's what it said when I looked it up. It said it's a 3-part docu-series. It's just unlike anything else you've ever seen, probably. And I think good. I think like some of this stuff is so weird because everybody else that does a documentary is buttoned up and they try to make themselves look as smooth and professional as possible. This guy who's doing this documentary, at one point, it's like
quite the opposite.
Yeah, one of the important phone calls, he's shirtless with like hairy chest and he's like just like leaned over sideways.
He's cracking his neck.
He's trying to like do this phone call with some guy. You go, what the hell? Get it together. But that's kind of what makes it endearing as well. I also see that people are talking about a new Netflix show. I said they were kind of in a content desert here, but there is one that dropped and then people are starting to talk about. They said it's gaining popularity worldwide. It's number 1 on the Netflix top 10 TV non-English chart, and it's called The Chosen One. And
The Chosen One, I thought that was the one that was like the one exception to the SAG-AFTRA.
Oh, is it?
Is that, or is it called The Chosen? Is it about Jesus?
Yeah,
that's The Chosen.
This is called The Chosen One, and it's about some little kid who all of a sudden realizes he can walk on water and turn water into wine and do like all the miracles that Jesus did.
Jesus?
So yeah, so they were like, oh my God, he's the chosen one. He's Jesus.
Did the Bible just hit public domain?
I don't know.
It's like the third Bible show we've had in the last 2 years.
This says from Uprocks, The Chosen One is the latest series to bring supernatural vibes to a group of coming-of-age teens, though this time it takes place in Baja California Sur in Mexico. It centers on a young boy named Jody who seems to harness the same powers as Jesus Christ himself. The kid can walk on water, heal the wounded, and even bring back the dead, all before heading to high school to confront the bullies. Now, they say it's number 1, but it says non-English, so I think this is in Spanish. That's my guess.
Yeah, it's a Spanish language drama.
The show brings back the popular graphic novel series American Jesus by Mark Miller through 6 action-packed episodes. So they've got something out there. I'm not going to be able to get Courtney to watch that with me. She doesn't like stuff that's either dubbed over or has subtitles on it, and she just can't deal with it.
I'm just not a fan of religion.
Yeah, in the shows at all.
No,
yeah, I don't know.
Don't need it.
I don't know how they're going to pull that off. And plus, the visuals would be kind of interesting to see how they pull that off. But
that would be cool.
Yeah, like make this guy walk on water. But we'll see if it works out.
And then the little 12-year-old was like really corrupt.
I don't know what they're going to do with this thing. But
are they going to have a 12-year-old Mary Magdalene?
I don't know. They have some decisions to make.
Yeah,
they got some real awkward decisions to make. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we got a bunch of stuff to get into, including this whole India plan to put a spacecraft on the moon. They were successful. Russia was not.
Badass.
And they're already doing some interesting stuff with this vehicle that they landed on the moon's South Pole. What is the mission? We'll talk about that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Bot free since 2008. At Real Radio 1041 on Twitter. Powered by Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is Jared Carrabis. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings.
The new Netflix documentary about Urban Meyer's Florida Gators is getting harsh reviews outside Gator Nation for what's described as whitewashing. Florida State, they are now one of the hottest tickets in college football. StubHub ranks the Seminoles 8th on their list of most in-demand teams. And the Chicago White Sox may be the next MLB team to move. Their owner says he's looking at the suburbs or even Nashville. I'm Scott Davidson.
Baseball is back with me, Jared Carrabis, breaking down the sport of baseball and discussing my picks all season long. Download and listen to the newest episode from my show, Baseball is Dead with DraftKings, releasing in season every Monday and Thursday, available wherever you listen to podcasts.
The Summer of Truck Sales event is back and is going on right now down at Nations Trucks. Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Ram, GMC, Nations Trucks has got them all. Work trucks, lifted trucks, diesels, and 4x4s. And with approved credit, you're not making any payments for 90 days. What are you waiting for? Visit nationstrucks.com right now or just go down and see them in Sanford, 4165 Highway 1792, just 1 mile south of Lake Mary Boulevard, and let them know C-Lane from the News Junkies sent you.
Having trouble sleeping? On the podcast Nothing Much Happens, join yoga and meditation teacher Catherine Nicolai for peaceful bedtime stories to help you relax. Catherine weaves brain training techniques and storytelling to take your mind to a calm and comfy place.
Welcome to Bedtime Stories for Everyone, in which nothing much happens. You feel good, and then you fall asleep.
Listen to Nothing Much Happens on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
If there's anything better than getting a few of your favorite things from McDonald's, it's getting a few of your favorite things from McDonald's for less in the McDonald's app. Delicious. Order in the McDonald's app today. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Use mobile order and pay on the McD app and get 30% off any purchase of $5 or more, like a steak, egg, and cheese bagel meal. At participating McDonald's, valid once a day through 12/31/23, excludes tax, must opt into rewards.
It's that time of year again where I tidy up my phone, but saying goodbye to the unused apps of life's past definitely worked up my appetite. That's why I couldn't possibly let go of the McDonald's app. With McDelivery, I can get a 40-piece chicken McNuggets and 2 large fries bundle delivered. And 50 cents goes to local Ronald McDonald House Charities chapters. With all the time I'm saving, maybe I'll tidy up the house next. Ooh, sounds to me like it's chicken McNuggets time. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. At participating McDonald's. Delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery and other fees may apply.
Consumer Cellular's award-winning customer support is 100% based in the U.S., and you are 100% based in the U.S. That's something you have in common with Consumer Cellular's customer service. And Consumer Cellular customer service likes pizza, and you like pizza. And Consumer Cellular has an acute fear of spiders, and your fear of spiders is acute as well. So you already have so many things to discuss when you call Consumer Cellular to talk about our affordable and flexible phone plans. Consumer Cellular. When freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
They are our love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. You know, let's start thinking a little differently about our long-term health care. For years, we watched friends, family, and even ourselves wait for a health scare before we actually really paid attention to our bodies. But with Life Imaging FLA, you can now get a much better picture of how you're actually doing. You know, my experience with Life Imaging FLA and their free heart scan has been a game changer. My scan showed issues I would have never known about. And look, when it comes to your body, there's nothing like knowing. And now I can attack these issues head on. You can too with Life Imaging FLA and their free heart scan. Don't wait, do what I did. Call Life Imaging FLA right now, get that free heart scan with just a few minimum requirements. That's a $699 value. And while you're there, ask about their cancer screening as well. And it couldn't be easier. Just pick up your cell phone and dial pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. That is it. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. Make that call and make this the day you take control of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Hey, you want to get a Big Green Egg? The best place to go by far is Wassey's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up the Big Green Egg for you, and they make it so easy. Follow them on Instagram. It's Wassey's Meat Market, or just go to their website, Wassey'sMeatMarket.com, to get your Big Green Egg today.
Hey, it's Jesse Kelly. When a restaurant closes, my reaction is, that sucks. They had good steak. When regional banks close, or 3 of them close overnight, it freaks me out. This is why I have my own personal gold reserve. It's part of my personal protection plan. Call my friends at Oxford Gold Group. Call 833-404-GOLD. 833-404-GOLD. That's 833-404-GOLD.
Score big on sleep and savings during Mattress Firm's best sale of the year. Save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable beds and get a $300 instant gift, good towards pillows and more.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival is coming back to T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas this September.
Superstar artists from every genre.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Buy tickets now at AXS.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Someday Alexa will do everything. Alexa, can you unclog the toilet?
Yeah, I'm kind of busy right now.
But until then, just tell her to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Playing Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Jury duty in just a moment. Plus, we haven't been over on your dispatches in a while, so we'll do that momentarily. We'll get to them. We'll give you the attention that you deserve. You can send yours now. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. This Oliver Anthony guy is now making, they believe, off his viral hit Rich Men North of Richmond, and he just released a second song as well. So he's like trying to like build up a catalog here, because you can't do a concert when everybody knows one song and nobody knows any of the music that you do. Just
and you do remixes of that same song, Sean.
Yeah. What the hell did Vanilla Ice do?
You have to sit there and just wait. Oh, he's finally doing the song.
Are you kidding? You guys have never heard of Hanson?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Hanson never had another hit? Was it only that one?
They were a 1.5 hit wonder. I think there was another
this time
song.
around.
Look at Fritz with the Hanson knowledge.
Hey, you have no idea. I just told Fritz, I said, what song should we end the show on? And he mentions a song that I know, and I'm like, who sings that? And then the obscure singer, he says, and I go, when do you think that came out? In the 70s? And he goes, 1984. And I'm looking at the Wikipedia page as he says it, it's 1984. And I go, Jesus Christ, this guy. He's got encyclopedic knowledge of music over here.
Wait. Fritz, did you bring that up because you had that as one of your bonuses on trivia last night?
You bet your ass I
did. See? That's why he knows exactly what year it is.
Yeah, he was just downloading something. And I was like, damn, Fritz is a musical genius, which he still is.
We did find out some cool things about him, though.
Yeah, I was like, wow, how does he know all these things right now? Anyhow, Oliver Anthony, which is not really his name, but that's the name he's performing under. They now say he's making how much per day, do you think, off of this rise in viral fame? Any guesses?
32,000.
32,000, Fritz says.
I will go with 47,000.
47, C-Lane?
21,000.
Wow.
Dude's making about $40,000 a day off this song. And
for how long does that last? I mean,
I don't know.
After a week, you have what you need for the next 2 years, I'm sure, if you being off the grid.
Well,
it
here's
must
the
be
thing.
saving some money for them.
Here's the thing. When you go viral like this, you have to be really smart and make all the right moves to stretch that out into real fame, right? Not just little quick 5 minutes of fame kind of stuff, but actual real fame. And I'll give you an example of somebody who did this. When Lil Nas X came out and dropped the Old Town Road song, it was kind of ignored a little bit. And then there was a fight because the song started doing pretty well. People were putting it in the back of their TikToks. The song started going up on the charts, but they wouldn't put it on the country charts because they didn't determine that it was a country song. And so
because he was black. They said no.
Yeah,
we have.
Well, they got Hootie.
We already have Hootie, and that's enough.
That's too
You
many.
got Hootie. That's it.
So he puts this song out. You get the viral bounce out of this. And you guys remember when that song came out? Oh my God, you couldn't escape from it. It was everywhere.
Yeah, and no one was really listening to the entire song or the entire lyrics.
No,
it's like it's pretty stupid. And also, it's ironic that Richmond, north of Richmond, has made him a rich man.
Yeah, it has actually, and the internet has been the main point of that being released. The main tool that he's used to get this viral fame. But anyhow, Lil Nas X puts that song out. And then Billy Ray Cyrus does it with him. It's a whole big thing. But that could have been fleeting. He had to continuously reinvent himself and have a new reason to pop back up in the news. And then he recorded his album. And it's like, okay, this guy's actually talented. He can write songs and he can create new things. And that's what exploded him into a big star. But I don't know that this guy is going to be able to do that. It's a very difficult thing to do.
I mean, does he have a personality? Like, have we
no idea
interviewed him?
No idea. I've only seen him do little YouTube videos from his car where he's like, guys, I'm so excited about this. Holy cow.
Look at us go, y'all.
It said it's a blue-collar anthem. I see people over and over calling it like right-wing country music, but I don't really see that in the song. I don't see like, I don't see any, well, it's political, right? Like, it's definitely political because he's talking about rich men north of Richmond. He's
he
talking
even
about
kicks poor people in the teeth, too, so he doesn't care who he hurts, I guess.
He talks about, you're not fond of this guy, right? He talks about in it how people are on welfare, but the welfare money is used to buy food that is making them fat. And so he talks about a bunch of this stuff. And the new one is something about close to war or whatever that he's put out there. But they're saying this guy's now making $40,000 a day. So the big question is to everybody, do you think he's going to be able to get some sort of sustained fame out of this? Or is it just like in 6 months, we forget this whole thing happened?
He's definitely going to have some kind of marketability, but he should probably get that song produced with a backing band ASAP in Nashville and get it all over the place.
Yeah, you would think he would want to.
That's not very off the grid, Fritzy.
Well, he can record it in his car. I don't care.
He hasn't picked up any of the offers from the record labels that they've tossed at him. Because why would you share your money with the record labels? Get out of here. He doesn't need any of that. He's got all the marketing that he possibly needs. Yeah. But can you turn it into a extended fame where he's actually a musician?
Easily.
Not just one-off, one-hit wonder kind of thing.
He's obviously talented. He has a great voice. He can play at least guitar, so he can probably play piano too. But I think he should double down and go full right wing.
Just go all the way.
Just go all the way. Get your core fan base and then tour.
Yeah, I really didn't find this song to be like. I didn't think. Though this guy's obviously a Republican when I heard the song.
Yeah,
I thought this is a guy who's talking about, strangely enough, what it's like to live in a small town. We had another song that had a controversy around it with small towns.
Yeah, I thought it was like his response to Jason Aldean.
I thought it was like, this is what it's like to live in a crappy, forgotten small town, and the government's taking all of our money, and it sucks. And that is going to land with some people, which is why I think it actually did. But let's be honest here. The message is one thing. The thing that really worked was the guy's voice is good.
Yeah,
like
he's
Fritz
great.
said. So people will go, oh, all right, we dig this, and then we'll think about the rest of it. Kurt on YouTube says, we don't still talk about the ocean spray cranberry juice dog face guy. Yeah, there's a lot of people like that they pop up, they serve their time.
Dog face.
And then the ocean spray cranberry juice dog face guy disappears. We're back into the fold. Made his money, and
you can only do so much.
Gets
like
out.
If that's going to be your shtick, then
what's
you,
it do?
You stick to it. But like the one very viral video I had on TikTok, I knew immediately that I could not continue that. I would have to talk like this all the time.
You're stuck.
And I'm like, the amount of time I've spent on like editing videos and timing things out, and this one from 5 o'clock in the morning where I'm talking in that voice, I'm like, I'm never going to make it in this industry.
Yeah, isn't that weird though? It's like once you do it, then they expect more of that. If you try to do something different, they're like, play the hits, play Freebird.
Like the poor guy who invented the harmonica pain index, which was like he would hurt himself in various ways whilst holding a harmonica in his mouth, and he would like step on mouse traps and get stung by bees and all this stuff because they were judging it how much pain he was in by how he played the harmonica as these things happened to him. And so he went TikTok viral for that, and then now all your videos have to be pain.
Yeah, I guess it's got to be worth it for you at the end, as long as you make enough money to make yourself willing to do that stuff. Randall on YouTube says, Willie Nelson made his name in music by going less is more.
When Willie Nelson started, there was no internet and social media.
That is true.
No backing band he wanted. That worked. So don't agree he needs a backing band to ruin that bluegrass sound, says Randall. Willie Nelson is really no frills, though. I've never thought about that. He does just go out there with his guitar. What's the name of his guitar?
Lucille.
It's not Trigger.
Is it? No, Lucille's. That's B.B. King's.
I thought it was Trigger, yeah.
Was it Trigger? Yeah.
Oh, that's the point.
He's got like a beat-up-ass old guitar that's barely working.
Yeah, he's had people sign it over the years, and I saw this YouTube video of the guy who, like, takes care of it each year, and he's like, there's Roger Miller, and, like, he's, like, my favorite, like, country artist, and I was just like, oh, man,
really?
That's awesome, yeah.
So he just sends it to some guy?
Yep. Oh, yeah, Lucas.
No, is he good?
Lucas Nelson is incredible.
I didn't even know he was a musician.
Just outside of Austin is a ridiculously good song.
Man, is he going to get Jacob Dylan, though? Because that is so hard when your father is that famous in music.
He's a much better guitarist than Willie.
Yeah,
like, really great classical chords.
I'll have to check that out.
I mean, Willie Nelson, he's great, but this guy's
not really a shredder.
This guy's really good.
You can't imagine Willie Nelson doing the guitar solo from November Rain. It's
right.
However, see him do that.
However, Willie Nelson's guitar has its own Wikipedia page, so his son has a long way to come.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Either one. All right, very quickly. Actually, I'm just going to tell you, Jury Duty. You just heard it. It was sponsored by the DeWitt Law Firm.
It's so good.
Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MOE, 866-CALL-MOE. You have so many options, friends, when it comes to getting an attorney. Make a smart one. Make a choice to get somebody who's going to listen to you and understand your case, understand what's happening, and be fully informed and ready to fight for you against the insurance companies. So many times these other attorneys, they just treat you like a number in a spreadsheet, and their algorithm tells them, just settle. It doesn't matter. We could fight longer and make more, but we want to get this done. Mo is real. He's going to hear from you, and he's going to fight for you until you get what you deserve. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. When we return, we'll get to that India spacecraft mission stuff. And a woman in New Jersey has her life ruined. Wait till you hear what happened to her. This is insane. And it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio. Real Radio.
104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Watch out for slowdowns on I-4 heading eastbound between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. Authorities are clearing up an accident on US 27 heading northbound before US 192. The right lane is blocked due to an accident on Reinhardt Road heading southbound after 25th Street. The left lane is blocked due to an accident on Lake Mary Boulevard heading eastbound before Country Club Road. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Fall into autumn hiring with Indeed. Their all-in-one solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and immediately get a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
This hour of programming is sponsored by Nissan. We make cars that thrill. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Consumer Cellular's award-winning customer support is 100% based in the U.S., and you are 100% based in the U.S. That's something you have in common with Consumer Cellular's customer service. And Consumer Cellular customer service likes pizza, and you like pizza. And Consumer Cellular has an acute fear of spiders, and your fear of spiders is acute as well. So you already have so many things to discuss when you call Consumer Cellular to talk about our affordable and flexible phone plans. Consumer Cellular. When freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
They are our love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Did you suffer through 2022 with a terrible bathroom? You wanted to make that call to Rebath in Mid-Florida. You just couldn't do it. Well, make 2023 the year that you finally need to pick up that phone and let these guys show you what they can do. And what they can do is amazing. Take a bathroom that you hate, it's old, it's out of date, doesn't look great, doesn't really complement your home, and turn that into a magical spa-like environment that you begin or end every day in, and it makes you super happy. Here's the great thing. They do this with their employees. They do it in just 4 to 6 days, and they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. And guys, these products are simply amazing. Natural stone, travertine marble, all those beautiful colors. But it's the quality of the products that you've got to feel when you go to the showroom. 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Stop in, feel that quality, picture that in your house. That can happen. They're exceptionally good at it. Let them design a bathroom that you are going to love using their products, your ideas, their ideas. And next thing you know, their craftsmen will have it installed and you will love it. 2023 is the year that you get a new bathroom courtesy of Rebath, midfla.com.
The best time to get a great deal on a Jeep SUV is now during the Summer of Jeep event. Visit Jeep.com or your local Jeep brand dealer to find the perfect Jeep SUV for you. Get $3,500 total cash allowance plus finance and get no monthly payments for 90 days on the 2023 Jeep Wrangler Sahara. Financing and deferred monthly payments for well-qualified buyers through Chrysler Capital. Not all buyers will qualify. Interest accrues from date of purchase. Residency restrictions apply. Take retail delivery by 9/5. Jeep is a registered trademark.
You know when you wake up and your mouth feels gross and you just can't wait to brush your teeth to get that clean, fresh feeling again? That's exactly how millions of Navage users feel when they use powered suction to rinse out their noses every day, just like brushing their teeth. Once you're able to breathe deeply without congestion, you never want to be without it. That's why so many people rave about Navage, with over 100,000 online reviews. Feel the Navage difference for yourself. In less than a minute a day, you'll feel immediate relief from seasonal allergies and congestion after the very first use. Navage will also help you sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier, naturally, without drugs. Start breathing clearly again with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Sunday, August 27th is Boxy Park's 3rd annual Reggae Day, with music starting at noon and reggae legends Inner Circle headlining the day. Tickets are $20 in advance or $25 at the door. Tickets are available now at eventbrite.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ziprecruiter.com/free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Car market slipped quite a bit. I think it's leveling off now. My name's John Clay Wolf, owner of GiveMeTheVin.com, and I'd like to buy your car. Look at our reviews. Better Business Bureau, 4 stars. You can trust us. You can trust our money. Go to Give Me the VIN. We'll buy your car. We pay fast. Checks on Bank of America. You can drop it off at one of our locations, or we'll come pick it up. Bada bing, bada boom. GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Man, we all
know it's hot outside. Have you noticed your power bill going crazy? The current cost of energy is higher than it's ever been, and it's going to just keep getting higher. It's going to keep climbing. Solar Source can change that for you. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 60,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's house and my sister's house included, they do a great job. Solar Source makes it easy for a free estimate. Monster listeners, all you got to do is go online and check out the tool they have that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. There's no pressure. There's no salesman. Just you and the facts. That's awesome. You can harness all the power of the sun and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting electricity from the power company. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote today. solarsource.com/monsters. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
If it was my last day. You know, just sitting here talking to Fritz about what a big ordeal it is for some of these touring acts to pull off the shows that they pull off. Say you're, Taylor Swift's, or Sabrina just went to Beyonce for a couple of shows. And when you go to a show like that, well, it's expensive, of course, but there's such a huge, huge amount of work that goes behind pulling something like that off. It makes me think that modern rap, like rap right now, is the biggest ripoff in the world in comparison to this stuff. Because you see there's rappers like YNW Melly, Playboy Cardi, all these other rappers that are popular. And if you've ever seen one of their shows, you pay like $100 and something bucks. You go to this show, they have a DJ who's playing the song in the background. Them and a couple of their friends just kind of scream into microphones and, leave the stage. There's like no production to be had. Then there's like no, they're really being lazy about the performances that they do.
It depends on which one you go to, though, because you've seen the clips coming out of Drake's tour, and that production is insane.
Drake is absolutely positively in the same column as I'm talking about, where like you get your money's worth.
Yeah, he's in the Taylor Swift and Slipknot
100%. Where you go and you're like, damn, we just saw a thing.
Yeah.
But some of these rappers, I've seen their performances, and this is not old man yelling at clouds here. I'm saying people are getting ripped off who go to these shows because there's no show going on. It's literally just they're late. They get on stage. There's no frills. There's no like artistry.
That pisses me off so much.
It's you could do more than this, I think. Like, even if you want to say something bad about Kanye, which there's plenty of things to say, when he puts on a show, it's a big show. It's like the Drake thing. Drake's got holograms handing him books, for God's sake.
Even when Kanye doesn't put on a show, it's a big show. Like when he just stands in the middle of the dome, the Mercedes-Benz Dome in Atlanta, and just lets his album play and dances around awkwardly. People are selling the air he breathes.
Yeah, it's so strange to me. And I really feel like just a lot of these modern rappers, a lot of the and it's not all of them, of course. Like, who puts on a good show? Travis Scott.
Yeah, he had a roller coaster going around the Amway.
Yeah, I understand that there's some problems with Travis Scott concerts, right? I get that.
A little bit of a sardine issue there.
Yeah, not all of them go swimmingly, but he does put like effort in and puts on his show.
Yeah.
And he's back to touring now. Well, there's this like group of these other rappers where there's just no effort. No, they collect a big old pile of money and go out there and do nothing.
And
it's
what
weird
drives me even more insane is like, must have been like 7 or 8 years ago now. I went to go see 2 Chainz. And it was, I think, 30 minutes before downtown shut down that he actually showed up on stage.
Yeah, right.
And it's stuff like that where it's like people are paying money and then waiting around for 3 hours for you to play 30 minutes.
Yeah, how disrespectful to the audience of people who give you their money is some of this stuff.
I don't know why that's okay.
It shouldn't be. I think it's wild to me that that's happening right now. And I think it's in particular happening with some of those rap artists. And
I think
don't know.
Lauryn Hill is usually the worst offender, right?
Well, she's late to stuff.
If she ever plays at all.
But Lauryn Hill also can be an incredible performer.
Yeah, she's got talent.
Yeah, I've seen her perform. She's up on the stage and she's like, you can't fake that voice.
Yeah, but the attitude of like making people wait 2 hours to see you and then telling them you're worth it. Like some people think it's a boss move. I think it's disrespectful.
No, yeah, I'm with you. I think that is disrespectful, but I think that it's not as bad as some of these rappers who are doing that. Like Playboy Carti does this. I see like shows that go very, very wrong with him. There was one where he was like 2 hours late or something, and the people were mad and wanted their money back because he only performed for 15 minutes. And it's like, this is unacceptable. And if I knew more about what caused the issues at the concert in Tampa not that long ago, I might say that would be on the list too. But I don't know if that was the band's fault or if it was like the sound engineer's fault. Somebody was to fault for the sound being so bad that everybody wanted their money back. We should expect more. If we're now going to all be in agreement that we pay like $100 to go to a concert, then we should expect more out of the people that we're seeing on the stage. Beyonce doesn't just walk out there and like hold a microphone and sing along to the songs when you're paying hundreds of dollars for her seats. It's a performance. There's a whole big thing going on, a production.
A spiritual experience. And I saw it twice.
You know what a good word is? A good word for this is a spectacle.
It is a spectacle.
It's a spectacle going on, and that's what you pay for. Taylor Swift does the same thing. It's like, but some of these people are just lazy as hell.
I find it fascinating. I tuned into Lollapalooza just for like the end of Billie Eilish's performance, right? She was the headliner of that night.
Yeah.
And performers like her, though, she doesn't have a dancer. Like she doesn't have dancers behind her. She's not doing any moves along that. Like there was some visual behind, and she has a band and everything.
Yeah.
But she could still captivate that audience. Or you look comparatively to Taylor Swift, who's doing dance moves, and Beyonce, who was riding a damn horse that was hovering over the entire audience. So it's like the type of music, and then I guess the fan base that you have attached to it.
Well,
they still cost the same amount of money.
It seems like the women are giving it because Pink, you go to a Pink show.
Oh my God.
The woman is flying around the auditorium.
There was this great clip, though, where it's like this Scottish guy was like, sorry to say it, but Pink, get down. Get down. Stop flipping around. That was a really bad impression, but just take my word for it. It was hilarious.
I just think we should expect more out of some of these people. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little story here. And this is like a world news story, but I'll try to make it make sense for everybody. Does everybody remember not that long ago where that Russian military group, they're called Wagner.
Wagner.
The Wagner group. They're like a private military that works for Russia.
They're like mercs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
they're
they're
crazy.
they're much more hardcore than everybody else, and they were kind of leading the charge in a lot of the Russian warfare in Ukraine. And this Wagner group, led by this guy named Prigozhin, they got mad at Russia and Vladimir Putin and everybody else. And so they did the unthinkable. They turned their tanks and vehicles around and they marched into Russia.
Yeah.
And started taking cities in Russia. And you're like, whoa, this is insane. Okay, these people will do whatever. And very quickly, Putin put a stop to this, and they said this big Wagner group of hundreds and I think tens of thousands of soldiers, a lot of them prisoners that they're just free to be part of the paramilitary group. This big Wagner group is going to go to Belarus, right? So they went over to Belarus, and they were occupying Belarusian territory for a while. And then there was word that they were like going back to Ukraine. They're going to go back to fight in Ukraine. And I go, really? Are they just going to ignore the fact that this Wagner group went into Russia and started taking over and taking cities for at least a couple of days? And we just got a report that there was an aircraft that mysteriously crashed.
Oh.
Mysteriously, I tell you. And that guy Prigozhin was on this flight.
Oh, no.
And they said from the flight data, apparently, this is like all very loose and not fully confirmed just yet, but from the flight data, it looks like the plane was flying perfectly normal at a regular altitude and then straight down to the ground. And if you think that that plane just crashed, you are out of your mind.
Yeah, for sure.
That is a clear, let's get rid of this dude.
The Russians
blow up the plane.
The Russians in charge of this had an additional flight data recorder from a plane that they flew nicely and then crashed directly into the ground.
Right.
And it had no other anomalies. Nothing else was going on bad.
They can't figure out just based on the flight, nothing beyond flight data, that it was attacked. Is there not satellite images?
I would guess if they decided to blow it up, they would try to do it in the most remote place that they could, so that you wouldn't have eyewitnesses, because that would be the biggest one if somebody saw the plane falling out of the sky. But when you see that this guy's possibly dead from this plane being shot down or blown up or whatever, and you go, there's actually going to be people who will believe, nope, it's just an accident, freak accident. It's come on, man.
It was only in the air for a half an hour.
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
What do you have over there? Because I only had just a few details.
This is CNN.com.
What's it say?
It's saying 4 bodies have been found at the Embraer crash site, state media reports. And the plane burned up on impact after being in the air for about half an hour.
Okay. And did they confirm that the Prigozhin guy was on there or not yet?
No.
Yeah. But
there were 10 people on board, including 3 crew members.
Yeah. So they said that they believed that this guy was on board. And if that's the case, they just shot this damn thing down. They're going to lie and say, wow, what a freak accident. They shot this thing down.
Why was it even in a plane? Wouldn't you think I'm going to be assassinated?
Yeah, I would be so aware of every danger if I was that guy.
Damn.
Because you know that somebody wants to take you out after doing that. Russia was not successful in getting on the moon this week. They tried to and landed on the dark side of the moon, but it's more of a crash. And they said that their vehicle ceased to exist on impact.
Dumb question, but there were not people on that vehicle, correct?
No.
Which one? The one that went to the moon? No. It was just an unmanned vehicle that they sent there, but they failed in their mission. India, however, said, take this, Russia. And they landed on the moon's south pole.
First country ever to do that.
First country ever to land there. And isn't there something specific about it? They think there might be water there? They're always looking for water.
They're we got to be first at something on the moon, and we are a long way away from anything else.
They think that because the lower half of the moon is very magnetic, they think that's where a comet core has crashed into it, which would mean that there's really rare minerals there that they can probably send back.
So then there's money in that.
There's got to be, yeah.
When you are on the moon has its own gravity like Earth, correct?
1/16.
Yeah, it's okay. So it's just not as strong. So that because of that, you could be on the bottom, or what you would perceive to be the bottom of the moon, and not just fall off into space.
I would hope so.
Otherwise, they're going to learn a real hard lesson here, if that's the case. But they've landed on the moon. They were successful. Middle fingers over to Russia, I'm sure, from these folks who were able to do what Russia could not do.
We landed on the moon!
Landed on the moon. Meanwhile, a New Jersey woman says her life was ruined. Here's what happened to her. They said nude images of this woman were shared on a website by her former math teacher.
What?
All right.
Of all people, her former math teacher is the one who did this. This is Caitlin Cannon. She's now 29 years old. She took the photos with a boy she was with in a relationship at the time. Years later, she received a text from a friend who warned her that her photos had been shared to a Dutch website that features images shared without the subject's consent. Oh, that sounds nice. Shockingly, Cannon discovered the man who uploaded the photos was her former math teacher, Christopher Doyle, who had worked at the school she attended. And she's filed some suit against him as a result of this. Cannon says she has no idea how the photos got from her ex-boyfriend onto Doyle's computer, but she's been speaking in court about this. It ruined my whole life in New Jersey because I felt I couldn't leave my house. I felt unsafe in my own body, feeling like it didn't belong to me anymore. The former math teacher in some big trouble.
We talked about either this website or a website just like it.
Is it like the Is Anyone Up kind of thing?
No, it's after that. But remember, you brought up a website called AnonIB, Anonymous Image Board.
Yeah, because there was, I think that's the one where they were asking for nudes of Courtney.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And it's something that.
So I gave them to him,
to.
But with her consent.
It's very nice of you.
What were you saying?
No, that was the website we were talking about.
That's the place where this came from?
Yes. Or that was the place that they said, when they say Dutch website, it's just hosted over there.
Right. Okay.
But
that
I
makes
think
sense.
they have like sections for every state, and then they get down to areas. So they're trying to be a reincarnation of Is Anyone Up, just a little on the kind of cheap side.
Right. I see what you're saying. John on YouTube says he was not on the plane. Look at the video of him getting on the plane. Pergosa is missing a finger. The guy getting on the plane has all of his fingers. I watch a lot of Ukraine videos. Uh-oh. Conspiracies already?
Oh,
That's the fastest 0 to 60 conspiracy theory I think I've ever seen.
Keep them coming.
It's not really him on the plane. His hand is different. Fingers are fake. I don't know if that's true. We'll see. We'll see what they confirm here. Let's go over to one dispatch real quick. Here is Nick with the dispatch for us.
Hey, Sean.
Hey.
I think you always assume the worst. It is well documented that Russian planes often fall out of the sky for no apparent reason.
Right.
And come on, have a little bit of faith in old Laddie boy.
You're right. How could I ever think that? I mean, it's just a giant conspiracy. It's a huge conspiracy that all these prominent anti-Putin journalists end up dead.
Or jailed in a hard labor camp.
Or poisoned, or these things are just all conspiracies. It just happens to be that if you go against Putin, there's a lot of bad things that can happen to you. But he's not doing it. No. He wouldn't do that at all. One more. Here's the drunken mailman talking about the telemarketer show.
Hey, news junkies.
Hey,
you talking about telemarketers. Back when I was a late teenager, early 20s, I had to do telemarketing for a while just to make some money. And I worked at a place where we did raise money for the PAL program, the Police Athletic League, man.
Yeah.
And that job, you read right from the script, and just to keep myself somewhat alive brain-wise, I would just really puke that out in my best radio voice. I'd be like, Hello, sir. I'm calling to ask for you to help for the Police Athletic League. You want
already hung up on you.
That job sucked, man. I quit after like a couple of weeks. I couldn't take it.
You guys ever work a scam job? You ever end up working at a scam job?
No. The closest I've come to telemarketing was I volunteered to raise money for the YMCA, and we were just calling members and asking them for more money, but it wasn't like a scam.
It wasn't a scam? Yeah. I did for a very short period of time. I think I told you guys about this before, when I worked for the knife company. Did I ever mention that? Yeah. When I went into the place.
There is like a lot of people with that same storyline, like just out of, in the college age, and you need to make some money. And I think, but same thing happened with my brother, selling knives. And then you end up with everyone's getting knives for Christmas.
Well, I didn't even do that. I just got more than anybody ever could, because when I went in there, I was like, what's going on with this job? And then they explained, well, what you need to do to get started in your job is buy a set of the knives. You buy a set of the knives, and that's the one you show to other people, and then you sell them and you make, money off of it. But I just bought the set of knives because I was uncomfortable in the moment, and then never sold the knives. So I went to a job interview and lost $150. It's like the worst planned thing ever. I got scammed by those folks.
How are the knives, though?
I have no idea. I think I gave them to my mom at some point in time, but I was young and I just had no idea what was going on. And I was like, okay, I guess I got to buy these knives. I've had a lot of situations like that. Like I had another guy who he put this job entry out in like the local newspaper, tiny local newspaper, and it paid really well. And Dylan had just been born. I was like 19 or something, struggling really bad. I was super poor. And I said, oh, this is $15 an hour? Okay, I'll do this. And I go out to this guy's house, and he's rich. And when he's telling me, he's like, all right, let me tell you about the job. Him telling me about the job was just him walking me around his mansion and showing me, like, look, I got these jet skis. I've got all these
pants
motorcycles.
on or off?
The pants are on at the time.
But he's aroused.
He's like, this is my beautiful wife. He's got all these things. And then afterwards, we sit down, and he goes, so do you want the job? And I'm like, what's the job? And he wouldn't tell me what the job was. He was like so vague about things.
Oh, is this the situation where you take the job just out of curiosity?
I
just have to know what the job is.
I just got in my car and left, and then I never went back. But I was like, that guy was really strange. I don't know if that was some weird like sex thing or a drug thing.
Have you ever like looked him up years later?
No, but he was rich.
You just Googled Jeffrey Epstein.
He was rich. He like had all kinds of fancy stuff, big beautiful house, all cars and stuff. But he's like, look at that. You see that? You too could have that.
This could be you.
His wife was beautiful.
All right.
And I was like, what? His wife's like in a bikini. We're doing the house tour.
Oh,
None of it made
Stacey's
sense. It seemed really, really weird, all of it. Okay, we're running late. We have a quick break to do here. When we come back, we'll get into more of your dispatches. Plus, something that happened to a school, or at a school, I should say, that is getting a lot of criticism. Should they have done this? We're going to find out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
If you'd like to sponsor a radio station for $8 a month, we would like our blue check mark back. At Real Radio 1041 on Twitter. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Watch out for slowdowns due to an accident on Osceola Polk Line Road at I-4. The off-ramp right lane is blocked. There's slowdowns due to an accident on Alafaya Trail heading westbound between I-4 and Montgomery Road. The right lane is blocked due to an accident on Reinhardt Road heading southbound after 25th Street. Traveling on I-4, you can expect congestion westbound between Princeton Street and Colonial Drive. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Score big on sleep and savings during Mattress Firm's best sale of the year. Save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable beds and get a $300 instant gift, good towards pillows and more.
Get ready to win your way to our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival and $1,000.
You'll be there. T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, September 22nd and 23rd.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Having the time of your life is more rewarding than ever when you visit any MGM Rewards destination nationwide. Dine, stay, play, and earn on all of it. Details at MGMRewards.com. Subject to earning and redemption limitations applicable to certain purchases and in certain states.
This month, everyone's heading back to school. But while you've been busy buying new notebooks, backpacks, and lunchboxes, I've been coming up with a plan to help you buy a ride that's just too cool for school. Hey, it's RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi, and I've got your key to looking fine in the car line. Right now, you could drive a nice new car for just $9 down. Don't sit in the car line with a car you hate. Ditch your old ride. You be proud to show off in the new 7-seater 2023 Outlander or the stylish Mirage. Cleanest gas car in America, 43 miles per gallon, start at $15,900. And hey, if you've gotten a low credit score from the School of Hard Knocks, don't worry. My credit specialist, great on a curve, with rates from 0%. And our used car supercenter has over 100 fresh trade-ins starting at $5,900. Visit me to finish your back-to-school shopping. And you could drive home in a nicer, newer car for just $9 down. Hurry, this deal's done when the school bell rings. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. See all my A-plus rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Offers require bank approval. See dealer for details.
There are 16 spots in the playoffs and just one track left. Well, not just any track.
We're basically going to have to win.
Daytona. A last chance to keep playoff hopes alive.
1 point to the good.
And for fans to experience an event unlike any other. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 25th and 26th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Man, we all know it's hot outside. Have you noticed your power bill going crazy? The current cost of energy is higher than it's ever been, and it's going to just keep getting higher. It's going to keep climbing. Solar Source can change that for you. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 60,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's house and my sister's house included, they do a great job. Solar Source makes it easy for a free estimate. Monster listeners, all you got to do is go online and check out the tool they have that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. There's no pressure. There's no salesman. Just you and the facts. That's awesome. You can harness all the power of the sun and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting electricity from the power company. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote today. solarsource.com/monsters. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar.
The Republican presidential debate is Wednesday, August 23rd, and Rumble.com is your live online home. Freedom matters, and where you watch this debate says a lot about you. Rumble is uncensored and unapologetic, like you. Download the Rumble app now for debate commentaries you won't get anywhere else. The big RNC debate is Wednesday the 23rd. Watch it live online on Rumble. Download the free Rumble app or visit rumble.com/debate. That's rumble.com/debate. Rumble, bold and free.
Find high-quality healthcare in Florida at healthfinder.fl.gov. Effortlessly explore facilities based on quality measures like infection rates, surgical complications, and readmissions. Compare safety records for medical facilities like hospitals, nursing homes, and outpatient surgery centers with ease. Elevate your healthcare decisions with the transparency tool at healthfinder.fl.gov. Choose wisely, live healthy. Paid for by the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration.
Do you have information about a violent crime? Help solve crimes with your anonymous tips at crimeline.org. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your tips make a difference. Say it here. It's anonymous at crimeline.org. Paid by CSTF.
Consumer Cellular's award-winning customer support is 100% based in the U.S., and you are 100% based in the U.S. That's something you have in common with Consumer Cellular's customer service. And Consumer Cellular customer service likes pizza, and you like pizza. And Consumer Cellular has an acute fear of spiders, and your fear of spiders is acute as well. So you already have so many things to discuss when you call Consumer Cellular to talk about our affordable and flexible phone plans. Consumer Cellular, when freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
Add value and security to your property today by contacting Fence Outlet. Now offering customers 0 down and 0% financing for 12 months on any Fence product. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more details. Terms of financing apply. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
The money's good and the bids are high. Speedy, fast. The check is on Bank of America and it's real. GiveMeTheVin.com. America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Hi, I'm Marissa Thalberg.
And I'm Stephen Wolf Pereira. Come join us for our podcast, Brand New.
So what's really new about Brand New? Well, Stephen and I are not only longtime C-suite executives, we're friends.
Because of that, we've got a lot to say about tech, entertainment, advertising, media, and marketing, what we call team.
It's real talk from the inside, personal talk too, and it's meant for everyone, rising in business or just interested in it.
Just look for the Brand New podcast wherever you listen.
It's a brand new conversation you won't want to miss.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
Maybe in just a moment. We certainly will before we get out of here today. Thanks for hanging out with us on a lovely Wednesday. We appreciate you. We got Fritz hanging out with us today.
Yeah, boy.
Always good to have Fritz around. And I found a video. They showed the video of the plane coming down in Russia. The plane crashing after running into a missile, of course. You know, I don't know if this will ever come out, but somebody filmed this, and you could just see a smoking plane. No idea what he's saying.
It's completely out of control.
Yeah, it's spiraling down.
God. Oh my God, what a nightmare, man.
Oh.
They clearly hit this thing with a missile.
They must have.
And then it just crash lands somewhere. This person is not the greatest at videoing this very interesting situation.
Beautiful garden, though. Apparently.
Yeah, it is kind of nice, actually. It's the best part of them. And the situation with the Indian, I don't know if it's a vehicle or whatever it is that landed on the South Pole of the Moon. They already have the first photograph from the South Pole of the Moon. Which is, it's funny when somebody sends out photos of the moon because they all look the same.
Yeah.
It's just like gray blobs.
Wow, look at that.
With little divots in it.
It's just like the North Pole of the moon.
No, the moon is the ugliest planet around, man.
I don't understand.
or moon.
Dude, yeah, please.
With all the
please
technology.
fix the thing you just said.
Yeah, please.
The moon is the ugliest moon around, okay? I'll say it that way. I think we should call them all planets. When they're that big, you know what I'm saying?
Well, there's a definition for planet, and there's a
Sun's
definition
a planet,
for moon.
too. I think the sun's a planet, the moon's a planet.
The sun is a star.
Sun is the biggest planet I've ever seen.
When I say planet, I mean big ball in outer space.
The sun's like the king of planets.
It's a hot one. I think it's great, man. But the moon doesn't photograph well. The moon's like that friend of yours who's pretty, but they never come out attractive in the photographs that you take
I'm Sabrina.
It just looks like the moon every damn time. Okay, let's see what we got for you. Oh, I wanted to talk about what happened at this Flagler County school. And a Flagler County school district is apologizing after parents said there was an assembly last Friday. The assembly singled out the black students at Bunnell Elementary School.
Ooh, how did we do it this time?
This is an interesting one. They said the district said they were trying to encourage the group of 4th and 5th graders to perform better on their test scores. And 2 mothers said their children were told if they didn't do well on their upcoming tests, they could end up dead or in jail, which is an interesting pitch to throw at these kids. The district has not confirmed what specifically was said to the students, but did admit the assembly was only for black students and does not meet the district standards. They said one page of a PowerPoint presentation used during the assembly was titled The Problem, and it was followed by a bullet point that says African Americans have underperformed on standardized assessment tests for the last 3 years. Only 32% are at level 3 or higher. Other slides offered competitions and solutions and fast food incentives for students who got their scores up. So these parents were upset about this. They said they segregated our kids in 2023. They segregated our babies. These are babies. They still play with action figures and play superheroes. Of course, this was at an elementary school. The interesting thing would be, did they have like some whiteo doing this whole PowerPoint? Did they have some, cracker up there in front of these folks? Or did they have, like, if there was a black administrator who said specifically, I'm seeing underperforming numbers from the black students in 4th and 5th grade, and so I want to bring them together and try to address this, I don't see that as that crazy. I guess you just would argue we should never separate people by race in school.
Yeah. And I don't think that it was a black administrator, or it would
Why not?
Because it's causing a huge rift in the black parents of these black students. It's not like a community thing going on. I think it was a white administrator.
I have no evidence to suggest it's either a white person or a black person, because it doesn't mention it at all in the story that I'm looking at here. But what if it was a black administrator? Would you be cool with it then?
I'm not cool with anything. I don't think that.
All right. You heard it here first.
End of sentence. I just don't think any of those students have to go through that, especially if they're black students. There's another way of going about it. It wouldn't be a controversy if it was done the right way, and clearly this was not done the right way.
That's the thing I'm thinking about, though, because you could just take all the kids who sucked, and then you have, this group of kids who are from all different backgrounds, but they did poorly on the test. I think it feels to me like I wouldn't be surprised, actually, if it was a black administrator and they were thinking this is going to be something good and helpful, and we'll speak directly to them and we'll say, look, we got to pull up these grades, and the school was like really trying to do this. And then it just falls on deaf ears when somebody hears, what? They only took the black students out? And they talked about the assembly being just for them. But I don't know what the answer to all of this is yet. We'll have to see if there's any more of a response from the school. The school district's interim superintendent said in a prepared statement, it is clear there was no malice intended in planning this student outreach. However, sometimes when you try to think outside the box, you forget why the box is there. That was their statement, and they're backtracking from this whole thing. And real quick, remember the dolphin yesterday, the little dolphin that the young kid was holding up at the beach?
I thought that was a grown woman. Maybe I didn't see that picture right.
No, it was like a teenage kid, or at least it looked like a teenage kid, who was holding this little dolphin at the beach. And he had a couple of friends around him, and I think it was a guy. And anyhow, the dolphin ended up dying, actually.
Oh, great.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So this person might be in even more trouble.
Fatality.
They said the dead dolphin calf is believed to be the same one being hoisted above the water in a photo posted online. Now, it could very well be that this dolphin was already going to die. That's why it was in this spot to begin with.
That's what you said yesterday. It was in the shallow water because it was sick.
Yeah, but they also could say, hey, here's you holding this dolphin when it was alive, and after you were messing around with this dolphin, the dolphin died. and then they bring it against these people and try to charge them.
Instead of taking a picture, could have maybe put forth the effort in order to save it, called a rescue group. I mean, when I was younger, there was a dolphin that came up on shore. I have no idea if it died or not, but the big, news story was that everyone was surrounding it, trying to help it until rescue came over. This person just like, look at this big old fish I got.
Yeah, they were just going for a photo for social media, clearly, or a video or whatever they took. And then it went viral on Instagram, and now they're like, we want to find this person. So obviously some trouble on the way for whoever that was. When we come back, final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is Real Music Weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Hot and humid today with forecast highs reaching the low mid-90s inland and a little bit closer to 90 degrees along our east coast. Rain chances are low at 20% or less. Most of the day will be spent under those sunny skies. Low rain chances continue through the end of the week, but eventually will be rising by late this weekend. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro.
This report is sponsored by Goldco. Do you think your retirement savings can weather another financial storm? Don't risk losing your money from our country's economic gridlock. Goldco has helped thousands protect their money with gold and silver. Call 855-707-GOLD to find out how you can get up to $10,000 in free silver today.
Back to cool. Tons of stylish and innovative new Nissans are at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Buy now and make no payments for 6 months with interest from 0% APR financing. Get in to Sutherland Nissan Orlando. OrlandoNissan.com. Home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
The IRS has just received $80 billion in funding to hire additional agents for aggressive collections enforcement. If you owe the IRS, now is the time to take action before the IRS comes after you or your business. There is no time to waste. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Orlando, for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Preventive maintenance on all brands, and that saves you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. Visit millsair.com.
You know when you wake up and your mouth feels gross and you just can't wait to brush your teeth to get that clean, fresh feeling again? That's exactly how millions of Navage users feel when they use powered suction to rinse out their noses every day, just like brushing their teeth. Once you're able to breathe deeply without congestion, you never want to be without it. That's why so many people rave about Navage, with over 100,000 online reviews. Feel the Navage difference for yourself. In less than a minute a day, you'll feel immediate relief from seasonal allergies and congestion after the very first use. Navage will also help you sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier, naturally, without drugs. Start breathing clearly again with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Life is full of ifs. If you see potential in every day, if you push for that promotion, and even bigger ifs like if you say, I do. If you can cash flow like a pro and get paid up to 2 days early, if you can safeguard against surprises and supercharge your savings, the if in life becomes less iffy. Regions Life Banking makes it possible. If you're interested.
Let's talk about the if in life. Regions Bank embrace the if in life.
Regions Bank, member FDIC.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
It happens in a matter of seconds, but the aftermath can last a lifetime. Car crash, slip and fall,
There's only one Mo you should call, the Mo you know. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
The blockbuster event of the summer is here.
Outrunning a helicopter isn't exactly what I had in mind for my beach getaway.
But this isn't another full-throttle action movie. It's the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Wait, what?
Featuring the action-packed 2023 Nissan Rogue and Nissan Sentra, with sport modes that give the performance of a lifetime.
Stealing my spotlight.
And now comes the real star of the show.
Get 0% APR financing for 36 months on select road trims. Availability is limited, so shop your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today.
Better hurry. These offers won't get a sequel.
For well-qualified buyers, 0% APR financing for 36 months on new 2023 Rogue, excluding S-Trim and dealer stock. Example, 36 months financing at $27.78 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to residency restrictions and NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 9/5/23.
Having trouble sleeping? On the podcast Nothing Much Happens, join yoga and meditation teacher Catherine Nicolai for peaceful bedtime stories to help you relax. Catherine weaves brain training techniques and storytelling to take your mind to a calm and comfy place.
Welcome to Bedtime Stories for Everyone, in which nothing much happens. You feel good, and then you fall asleep.
Listen to Nothing Much Happens on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando.
Storm season is here, and Duke Energy is ready. With innovative technology and new ways to reroute power to help prevent outages in all kinds of weather. We're strengthening our systems, ready to restore power quickly and safely, while keeping you informed about outages with text and email alerts. It's all part of building a smarter energy future for you. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Hear the latest news from the headlines on your phone. Download the free iHeartRadio app for exclusive live coverage of breaking news. From what's happening where you live to what's happening across the country. Live from the center of the story. Listen for free anywhere, anytime. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
It's Sizzly time at Wawa. And you know what that means? All your favorite Sizzlies are just 2 for $5. Like their new Pancake Sizzly. Great mornings start at Wawa.
Dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us today. And thanks for hanging out with us, Fritz.
Hell yeah, dog. Anytime.
Boy.
We love you. We appreciate you. Always good to have you in here on Wednesdays and whatever else we can get you. Thanks for being patient with us as we work through some changes on the show here. This week is going to be one where we're working on stuff, fixing stuff, making things better, improving. And eventually we'll get it all there where it needs to be. If you miss any of the show, go get the podcast at thenewsjunkie.com. Let's see here. The stories that didn't make the cut brought to you by our friends over at Nations Trucks. Go get a badass truck from the lot there. I love their Instagram because I get to see all these people who go get these big badass trucks. And the only place to do that is at Nations Trucks. Check them out at nationstrucks.com. Just dream a little bit. Surf their website and find the truck that you are looking for. All right. The stories all did make the cut, actually.
Congratulations, stories.
Also, no more dispatches for today. Be better tomorrow. Be on your A game for a Thursday. Right now, let's wrap it up. Let's get out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Wednesday, August 23rd, 2023. Today I Learned sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away. Today I learned this video game.
Mario. James Bond.
James Bond. GoldenEye 007. Remember how popular that was?
So good.
Badass.
When that game came out, it was everywhere for a while. The 1997 video game GoldenEye 007 is so well appreciated that it was put on exhibit in the Smithsonian American Art Museum.
Didn't have a lot to put in there, huh?
They just got it up there. They got it on display. If you've never been to the Smithsonian, it's crazy, man. It's a totally wild adventure to go through. And there's so many DC museums and different places you can go to.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fun time if you've never been.
Would we call the game art, though?
Wow. Hot take.
The people who made it would. Yes, of course. The people who made it would go, yes, it's beautiful art. But some people will probably say no. Today, I learned Ford filed a patent for technology that could remotely disable a car radio or air conditioner. It could lock you out of a vehicle or cause a car to constantly beep if a car payment is missed.
Oh, wow.
That's a fun future to look into. Today, I learned this show right here. Let's see who remembers it.
Seinfeld. No, Frasier. Oh,
No.
Everybody Loves Raymond.
That's right. Everybody Loves Raymond. The Russian spinoff of Everybody Loves Raymond is the longest running TV show in the country. It's been on for 17 seasons. 376 episodes in total and still going for the Russian Everybody Loves Raymond. That's been around for a while. But somebody guessed Frasier. You know, Frasier is coming back.
Yeah.
They're rebooting that now. And I heard yesterday they released a teaser for the Frasier reboot, and it has the song, you know, the tossed salad and scrambled egg. And it's really close, but they updated it. It's just a little bit different. And I think I like the classic one.
Have you seen the horror thriller Frasier?
No.
No, it's like tossed salad and scrambled eggs.
Oh,
And
they
it's
did like an evil one?
Yeah, he's like
Oh,
a
I
mass
love that.
murderer.
Today, I learned the mayor of Knox County, Tennessee, is a 7-foot-tall WWE wrestler known as Kane. He's the mayor of Knox County right now.
His name is Glenn something.
Imagine being in a debate with that guy. That would be very, very intimidating. I would be incredibly uncomfortable. Today, I learned the only palindromic hit song by a palindromic artist is this band. ABBA. It's the same forward and backwards, ABBA is. And they had a song called SOS, which is also a palindrome. And so
God,
that is
I love
a
that
very,
band.
very, very specific exclusive
Good
for them.
for them.
Yeah. Let's see what else we have before we get out of here. Thanks again, Fritz.
Hey, thank you, man.
You're
Anytime.
such a peach. You're a talented guy.
I love you.
I want everybody to go follow him over on Instagram, no_regrets_coyote, and promise yourself that next week on Tuesday, you'll go visit him over at Cavo's and you will play some damn trivia because you deserve to have a good time. All right?
Exactly.
You deserve that. For yourself and Fritz Funhouse Trivia. You're going
Very
to
good
absolutely
word, Sean.
And finally, today I learned this guy right here.
Come on, C-Lane.
Nobody took my pride.
Yeah. Oh my God, Jimmy Cliff?
No.
Matthew Wilder, not Jimmy Cliff, unfortunately.
Damn it.
He not only wrote this great song, Break My Stride, he wrote the music for the soundtrack to Moana, which I had no idea this dude was behind it. But there you go. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place in West Palm Beach. It might be us coming up next, but
Real radio.
104.1.
Real radio.
104.1.
Authorities are clearing up an accident on Osceola Polk Line Road. At I-4, the off-ramp right lane is blocked. Traffic is picking up on I-4 westbound between the Beach Line and State Road 535. There's delays through the city on I-4 westbound between Princeton Street and Colonial Drive. You can expect your regular delays on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's Breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles. Wendy's new Breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles lets you choose from your fave 4, including a sausage